Is that
Alright,
better?
there we go. Shall I go back? Okay, thanks for letting us know. Alright, so we'll just quickly recap everything we said before. So, Jacqueline's going to be reading LB2, I'm going to be finishing LB1, and we'll be talking a little bit about our thoughts on LB1 after I finish reading this. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Since this is the last node.
Yeah, since that's the last node, usually, you know, the reader sits on this side and not, and you know, the other person doesn't. But because I'm only reading one node, I'm sitting here today, and like I said, Jacqueline's going to be reading LB2, and so yeah,
I guess you could just read the log. We just started.
Yeah, we just started, so I guess I could read that again. All right, here we go. All right. I'm surprised to see that wicked servant save her master's life. I'll still never forget her for destroying my Chaldea, but I will at least commend her for that. At any rate, well done, Samantha. I'm impressed you managed to capture Caddox and Lupus alive. Now bring him back to the Shadow Border, and we'll have him cough up everything he knows about. Now what? Hold on, we've got a new emergency. I'm detecting a massive wave of magical energy coming from the Tree of Emptiness. I've rarely seen so much magical energy in one place before. It's the Age of God's true ether. It's taking humanity and winding it back to the gods. If we don't do something, this world is going to literally be turned on its head. No exaggeration. Then the Tree of Emptiness has been activated, as I suspected. But it's not too late, Samantha. From what I can tell, the Tree of Emptiness has only just taken root. You need to destroy it now, before I can finish the job. Alright. Good, looks like everything's okay.
Yay.
Alright, you want me to destroy that? It's impossible. Well, I better do it.
Yeah, we had no choice.
I don't care if it's impossible, you fool. You're going to have to do it anyway.
I mean, look at us destroying demon pillars.
You almost died defeating Caddock. Why would you give up now?
Yeah, it's the last stretch, Kuda.
If you can't do it, we'll all be wiped out, and we won't even go down in history as losers. The music family still has a name to make for itself. I'm not about to let it fade away in this abominable wasteland. Never mind his stupid crap. We'll back you up however we possibly can. Alright, Da Vinci. This is the final battle. I'll send every last bit of extra magical energy the Shadow Border's got to your servants. That should let them fight in midair, if only for a short while. Samantha, I know you've just been through a lot. I know you're tired and you have a lot to work through, but right now, you need to focus on the job at hand. That enormous, mysterious tree has been looming over us ever since we got here. But now it's time to find out what it really is for yourself. Right, I'm on it. I am on it.
Let's do it.
Understood. Mash Clear Light, moving out to provide backup and keep Master safe. Alright, Mash. Cut out. Let's slip our enemy's name once before. The first Lost Belt's Tree of Emptiness. Its name is Orochi. The central heat source appears to be located 5,000 meters above. Initiating ascent now.
Yeah, how do we get up there even?
Somehow flying? I don't know.
Does Mash just take us and like, here you go, senpai?
Somehow Mash grew wings. Alright, tree has awakened. Okay. I just hope my riders are okay. I have no idea.
You shall see.
I will see.
Yeah, full disclosure, I actually played this fight already in order to read LB2, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not like too bad,
well,
but it's not like the best.
Yeah, alright. I guess it could have been worse.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's, Okay. What is this? Okay. Might as well. Let's... Oh, but they have a bunch of buffs. I feel like this is not going to work. Alright, well, let's try it anyways. Well, if I lose this, I guess I'm going to bring Shiki or something.
I brought Jack.
That's probably a good idea. Okay.
I would just use Ozzy's buff too, since you have increased chance of getting this stuff anyway. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's fine. Alright. Alright. You know, every day I kind of regret rolling for Achilles, but every time I use him, I'm
Why?
like, no regrets.
I want him!
I mean, when the Apocrypha event happened, I'm like, I really need you. I must have you. Please, come home. He came home. I'm like, should I have really done that? I'm saving my quartz. And at times like these, I'm just like, best decision ever.
Honestly, you're lucky enough to not really need to save.
You know, the math kind of works out in the end, so I'm not really, you know, hopeful for the rest of this year, you know?
You're not really rolling this year.
Fine, then, next year. Alright, tree. Kinda worried about Weaver. I forgot about him. I was kinda only looking at my front two servants.
I mean,
well,
he's a caster in the end.
yeah. Alright, Kintoki. Let's do some. Actually, I was gonna say let's do some biking, but I don't think so. Alright, let's do this.
Yeah, truthfully, you'll probably just get his NP next turn anyways.
Yeah. Because like his NP game skill is pretty good, right? So like I feel like it's such a waste. Oof. Okay.
Ooh.
Kintoki.
Wow.
All right.
Ouch.
Well, that's fine. What else do I have? Okay.
Yeah, give him that.
I'm gonna give it to Achilles.
Oh yeah.
No offense to Kintoki, but I feel like, I love Fighter Kintoki. I love his lines. Cool.
Yeah. I hope I can get him in JP eventually.
Yeah, right? I mean, with Lily, Saber Lily in the friend point, pool. That's really nice, at least.
I don't even remember what they call it. That one where you can get like
Yeah. The Santa Ultra. I forgot about that one. Yeah.
So hopefully they can do that for him, and
I hope so too.
Because
Yeah.
he's just too good. Like honestly, the other welfares I can skip,
even
but,
if
like,
he sucked, I want him because I love
true.
Shinduki. Like he's the best. All right, I don't know if I'm gonna be winning this one.
I don't think so. But honestly, not too bad if you ask me.
For first try, not bad at all. All right, might as well use this. Like unless if this Orochi tree does something like super special when I break his other bar, like I'm not really worried about this thing. Alright, Vlad, come out and do your miracle. I really don't think he's gonna do much.
I don't think so either.
Who knows, maybe him and George will make a miracle happen.
Yeah. You gotta believe.
Oh, George is still alive.
Yeah.
I was tempted to use George to try to get him to get
I was thinking like,
Ascalon, but
maybe
like-
he can get Ascalon.
But I was just like, I feel like he might die next turn, or this turn rather. Well, like, Vlad's pretty strong at least.
Is he NP5?
He's NP4.
Oh, that's pretty close.
They're all spooks. Okay.
Wow, okay.
Well, I don't think I'm winning this one, but that's okay. You know, I did a lot better than I thought I would.
Yeah. Honestly, though,
Rip George.
George lasted quite a while.
Alright, well, I guess I'll just do this last turn for fun. Okay, time to change.
You know, honestly, I'd say you got pretty close.
Yeah,
Considering you didn't know the class of the tree.
yeah. Alright, I need to enhance my servants more. Alright, let's try that again. Alright, goodbye. Assassin, here we go. Guess it doesn't hurt to bring like everybody under the sun.
Like Osakabe Hime or something.
That's what I'm gonna do. Ooh, that's too many of them. Alright, well, you don't get to carry this anymore. Where is that CD? Here we go.
Oh, I brought MASH.
Oh, I should whatever. I'll try it without MASH and then...
I actually used Carmilla because she can heal herself.
Hey, that's a good idea. Alright, let's do this.
That's a good idea. It doesn't bring Carmilla.
I don't know. Fine. I think she has a strengthening quest or something.
I don't know.
I don't know. Like, while you're playing LB2, I'm like, I'm totally gonna do all those strengthening quests that I've neglected. And I'm just like,
But, oh well.
Alright.
Maybe when the anniversary happens, they'll do some, like, half AP stuff.
Maybe. I know there was, like, half AP, like, interludes or something.
Oh,
that just happened.
Honestly,
so...
I have no idea.
Or is still happening? I don't really know.
Eventually, I can check.
Alright, let's try this. Okay.
Well, if there's half AP, I don't think it's happening anymore. I think it's probably just the Anastasia stuff. I don't know.
It was the interludes.
It's probably done by now.
Yeah, it's done.
Yeah.
But oh well, that's fine. You have a lot of apples, right? Maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. I have some.
Yeah, that's okay. Alright, let's see. Okay, not bad. I mean, I kind of wanted to use Jack's quick buff, but then I was like, I feel like I might need it later, so...
Yeah. Honestly, Semiramis is really great at getting her NP.
Yeah, she's not bad. I mean, I feel like...
I wonder if it's her hit counts.
I would assume so. I mean, I feel like assassins in general are, I mean, with some exception, are pretty good at getting their NPs, just because they generally have high hit counts, and they make lots of stars, so to me it makes sense.
I feel like you should use your Mystic Code on Waiver. Did you use the NP code?
No, I haven't, but I'm just kind of debating if I want to use Semiramis' NP or use like Jack.
Then Jack then.
But then, do you think Jack can break the bar though? Because if the answer is a no, I'm going to just... Alright, Semiramis, it's your time to shine. Oh, I was gonna use her poison skill. Oh well, that's fine.
Honestly,
next time.
I don't think... she'll get her NP again. It's fine.
Well, her NP didn't really do that much.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Ooh, waiver. Alright, well, here you go, waiver. Your final move. Wow, is that what the top of the tree looks like? Yeah, that's kind of weird. I mean, even when Ozzy was doing his NP before, I was like, okay. Alright, nice. Let's... Oh, not enough critical stars. Alright, that's fine. Maybe next time. Does that only poison, or does it do anything else? It has other features, but I don't quite remember. It's something about, like, class advantage stuff. Okay. Yeah, it's something I definitely need to read the skill of to tell you. Alright, goodbye, waiver. I was kind of waiting for this. So it gives the Buster down, crit down. Maybe it's another skill of hers that gives that class thing. I don't remember. That's fine. Castle in the air. Okay. Well, Alright, well, I guess I can use this quick buff now. Oh, you use Yanqing's skills. I mean, I could, like, it doesn't... No, like, I didn't mean that one, but... No, I didn't mean that one either. Okay, well... Like, since you were gonna likely use his NP, like, why don't you get some stars? I was going to use Jack, but now Yanqing has all the skills. I mean, all the stars. Well, it's okay, we'll just Yanqing. Okay, come on, Yanqing. Do your best. Well, let's hope we can get to LB2 today. What do you mean? Oh wow, that was really not much. I think he did more on his crits. Okay. His NP's kind of bad. Oof. Okay. Well, so much for that evade or whatever. Yep. I'll give this to you, Semiramis. Alright. Yeah, this one. This one's the negate class disadvantage from caster class. I'm like, one of her skills has that. I probably would have put Jack at the end. Oh, well, whatever. It doesn't really make much of a difference to me, especially since the tree just keeps on attacking everyone. That's true. Alright. Well, I feel like Yanqing's gonna die too, but that's alright. Yeah. I don't remember what. Oh, I have Shiki next. I love using Shiki. Then you'll probably be fine, honestly. Like, I'm not really worried or anything, but it's just like, oh, who do I have left to play? Oh. Alright, Semiramis, you're kinda dying. Even Yanqing lived longer than I thought he would. Alright, that's fine. Well, rip Semiramis. I thought Yanqing would be the next one.
Well, she put in hard work.
Wow.
You lived!
He did live!
Wow! Okay.
I am a little bit surprised. Alright, well, let's continue then. I feel like I should have given them, like, well, I didn't have enough cost for CDs. Never mind. Should have given that CE to Shiki instead. That's okay.
Oh, Yanqing?
No, this one that she's holding.
Oh, Osakami Hime?
Yeah,
Oh.
whatever Dragon's Meridian, whatever. Okay, well,
You can use her skill, Shiki's.
Shiki's?
I mean, that'll charge NP, but
yeah, I'm probably gonna
Maybe
do it
later.
later if she actually
Yeah.
survives. I just want to use Osakami. I feel like I probably should have used Jack instead, but so close. Jack. Oh, yay, okay. Whew. Blocking her, blocking the thing doesn't really matter.
I think you can block it.
Well, no, because last time I did it for what's her name, Jack, and she still got hurt. So
No, I know, but I'm not sure if in this wave it pierces.
Well, I probably should have used it anyways.
Whatever,
to have gotten that. Yeah, I was gonna say I should have used it anyways because I could get the quick buff at least. But
Yay!
all right, cool. We are done. Let's finish reading. All right, here we go. It is the end. The Tree of Emptiness's heat source is gone, but I'm afraid we still have another problem. How do we chop down a tree this big?
Ooh.
Beowulf, you're up. Where's what's her name when you need her? Wenyan. You kidding me? That thing's gotta be 300 meters across. Ah, Master, over there! There's something by the tree's roots. Something by the tree's roots.
It's the
okay.
lady.
Hey, lady. Oh, bye. Is that a person? No, wait. That's mighty odd. Can't move my fingers a bit. Can't even summon up the will to fire. Never had no problem training my gun on nothing before. Is that Grendel? No, that's not right. Grendel didn't have a face, but he at least had an identity. But this thing, I can't tell what it is. I can see them just fine, but it feels like they're not even here. Border, do you read me? Please examine the point 30 meters above the Tree of Emptiness's roots. There's something there. Please, put it up on the monitor immediately. Well, I'm looking at the monitor right now, and I'm not seeing anything unusual. Impossible. There's nothing there. Can't see this entity at all. Da Vinci, are you sure our instruments are working correctly? Yep, I'm sure. The readings all check out. What you see is what you get, Holmes. Or don't get, as it were. What they're seeing out there is real, even if we can't see anything at all from in here. What's going on? Should we assume she's an enemy? I'm afraid we can't get any reading on whatever that thing is from the border, from the border, Mash, but I can at least confirm that there is something right in front of you.
Okay.
Because there is nothing there, the truest sense of the word. Not a single signal given off by anything you could find on Earth. It's like
Reality itself has been hollowed out to form a blank void in the shape of a person. Machines may not be able to observe the shadow, but the emptiness proves there is something. What is she? Maybe like an alien or something? Alright, coming closer.
Oh,
or turning
now
around.
It's her back. Oh.
Okay, touching the tree. Yeah.
I guess the tree is collapsing. Oh, what the?
What the? The tree of emptiness is.
Oh. All right then.
Okay.
Tree. The
Shattered,
tree is gone.
Shattered to pieces. Alright, see ya. The tree of emptiness has been destroyed. I can't see that mysterious woman any. Wait, this ultra dense magical energy signal? Is that a holy grail? Oh, okay.
Yay!
No, I think it's an imitation holy grail. Okay.
Oh.
Either way, we can't just leave it lying around. Besides, we need to take advantage of everything we can use. Ash, Samantha, you know what to do. Yes, not to worry. I could store it in my shield, just like I did with all the other holy grails.
Is that what she did?
I guess. I'll collect the pseudo-holy grail now. I guess until they could bring it to Chaldea.
Well, yeah.
The magical energy that was flowing into the ground has stopped. The only vital signs I'm picking up now belong to Samantha and her team. Yes, I see. Well, that one holy experience, inexplicable event aside, it would seem the battle has ended, and we have emerged victorious, Miss Samantha. Yay!
Yay!
Yes, I can confirm that the battle here has ended as well. Though I'm afraid our losses were high. Well, looks like my work here's done. Are you gonna go, Billy? But before I hit the trail, there's something we gotta do, ain't there? We can't leave Paxie's body lying here. I want to give Paxie a proper burial. Yeah, let's do that. Damn right. Master, he said he'd never forgive me. He said I'd better not go losing. Yes. Yes, he did. He didn't say to win, only not to lose. I think he understood somehow, maybe intuitively, what was at stake. This journey is going to be much harder than our last one. Chaldea has been frozen solid, and now all we have is the shadow border. But most importantly, this journey involves destroying other worlds. After all, this time we aren't heading out to save other worlds, but to destroy them, because we have to, in order for our own world to live. Yeah. Even so, we can't give up. We can't afford to lose, Mash. Yeah, we can't give up. Right. Paxie also said we have a responsibility. A responsibility to protect humanity and to survive. Master, look, the sky. Oh, is it not blizzarding anymore?
Oh, it's like sunny. Oh, wow.
Okay. It's blue again. Yeah, it's completely different. Yes, it is. It's the first blue sky we've seen since we got here. I only wish Paxie could have seen this. Well, looks like this is it for us. Seems it is. Gotta say, it was a real treat meeting a good king. Democracy don't know what it's missing, lumping y'all with the other corrupt tyrants. Heh, fine with me. I'd take that over ruling a country any day. I'd be happy to spend my days fighting, just like any other warrior. But for some reason, people keep trying to make me a king. That's too bad. Rest in peace, berserker with a heart of gold. You really are more of a bear than a bee, weren't you? Were more than okay. Suppose that makes it my turn. Make sure I'll give me a call if you ever need to break a few laws. Okay, Billy. After all, you know me. I ain't the young king of rascals for nothing. Alright, see ya, Billy. Even though my part is done, it seems my spirit origin refuses to disappear.
Okay.
I think this means I'm supposed to see you off. Understood. Take care, Salieri. Yeah. The servant has nothing personal to take care of. As I am now, I'm little more than an empty husk. I wasn't even the slightest help in battle.
You know who played the music? It sure wasn't me! That's not true. Your piano playing helped us out a lot when we were fighting Ivan the Terrible.
And it was damn good.
No, that won't do at all. There was no beauty to be found in that recital, only anger. I suppose that is what held the Tsar back, the grating noise from my piano, the foul taste it left in his mouth. In the end, it seems the only way I can move anyone is with my anger. Now, don't be so hard on yourself, Salieri. Nothing good ever comes of envying geniuses and prodigies, you know. Don't be ridiculous. As far as I'm concerned, anyone who isn't a musician is a mediocrity at best.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah? Why don't you come to the shadow border and say that to my face? I'll show you firsthand just how mediocre my newly improved staff really is. No thank you, I still have my own duties to attend to. This is where we part ways. Master of Chaldea, young miss. Thank you for listening to my recital. As you know, I'm not the most agreeable man. But, if you should ever need my help, please don't hesitate to call on me. Just don't put me near you-know-who. I doubt I would remain sane if you did.
I don't know if that's possible, because he's so easy to summon.
It looks like Salieri headed for Yagamosko. It's always sad saying goodbye, but at least he was smiling when he left. He must still have something important to do there. I wouldn't form a contract with a third-rate servant like that, even if he begged me. It would be nothing but a waste of magical energy. Well, good thing we're not you, Gordolf.
Yeah.
Now, let's hurry up and rendezvous already. We'll come pick you up in the border right now. I've also confirmed that the storm wall surrounding this lost belt has dissipated. As I suspected, it seems that storm and the Tree of Emptiness were something of a pair. At any rate, we now know our primary goal: eliminate the Tree of Emptiness in each lost belt, no matter what. Or perhaps I should say this clarifies the direction in which we were already headed. Quite so. Now that our logic formula armor has been repaired, we are free to leave Russia.
Yay.
Yay. Now hurry up and return to the shadow border. And don't forget your captive, Kadok. Come, captive. I dare say you've earned yourselves a piece of my favorite beef jerky.
Wow, we have that?
Thanks. Yeah, he's been eating that stuff.
Oh.
Understood. We'll return to the shadow border right now, Gordolf. Look, Mash is so happy to eat the beef jerky. That's Commander to you. You got it, Commander.
Give me the beef jerky.
Let's get going, Mash. Right. Oh, goodbye, Yaga rebel soldier. What's wrong, Dad? The boss is gone now, right? I know. It's just, what are we going to do now? What should we do now? Good. You there. Come with me.
You're gonna learn how to play the piano. I don't know.
There's something I want you to carry. Huh? Huh? Easy does it. What is this thing anyway? Yeah, what is it? It's a piano, a kind of musical instrument. I don't even know if they know what a musical instrument is. Now that Ivan the Terrible is gone, you can use it as much as you like. Ooh, public piano. Mind if I play a bit? Play what? A piano, of course. It's a form of art that used to be reserved exclusively for the Tsar. Does it hurt? No.
Wow.
Not at all.
That's kind of sad if the immediate reaction is, does it hurt?
Yeah,
like,
it kinda... Does it fill you up? It does indeed. Yeah, fill your hearts with happiness. Okay, go ahead. Very well then, I shall play Mozart's Request. The one he asked me to play, if this world ever saw peace. Much as I may loathe him, I can't refuse a dying prodigy's final wish. Oh, that's nice. Oh, there's music.
Oh. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Oh, that's nice.
It makes sound? That's right. In our time, this was a song about love, but it seems it later came to be a song about stars. What are stars? Oh, well, Yaga child, you can now see stars at night because there's no more blizzard. You'll see them for yourself tonight, after the sun goes down. When you look up to the sky, you'll see them. They are tiny glittering dots scattered across the heavens. What's good seeing that sort of thing gonna do for us now? It won't be long before this lost belt disappears, before it returns to its original form.
A prune phenomenon that never existed in the first place. It will be as though waking from a dream. After a few nights have passed here, all of a sudden things will go back to the way they were. I am from proper human history, and so cannot imagine your desperation. But what I can do is continue to play for you until this world comes to an end. None of you did anything wrong. Your world just happened to go down a mistaken path. It's very sad, but none of you should feel any responsibility for that. There is still some time before the end. You could use it to take back what you lost, or you could give up entirely. I only ask that you refrain from hurting anyone else. There is no need for that anymore. Can I keep listening? Just a little longer? Of course. Our world could have never inspired such beautiful sounds like this, I'm sure. But then, I guess that's only to be expected. What's wrong? Does it hurt somewhere? It's nothing. I'm fine.
Oh.
No light pollution, huh?
Oh, that's true.
A sea of glittering stars, their fleeting forms twinkling brightly from unfathomable distances, each of them glittering at the ends of their lives. Yaga who knew nothing and Yaga who knew everything either gave shouts of joy or merely sighed softly as they gazed up in wonder at this incredible sight. All they knew about the stars was that they were bright and glittering. Elder Yaga stared up, stupefied, at finally seeing the sort of starry sky they only knew from legends. For the Yaga who had spent their whole lives simply trying to survive in the harsh tundra, it was the single most beautiful thing they had ever seen. The gleam of a future they would never experience. Kinda bittersweet, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Ooh, yay.
I suppose that might be the end. We'll see if we have anything else left for us to read, but that kind of feels like the end.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when that whole cosmos denial. Oh,
Oh,
never
no,
mind,
there's
there's more
more
things to read. Okay. Alright, that's it. We just reached the Russian Belts border. Monitors are back online, opening the shutter now. Let's see what's out there. Okay. This is what was outside Russia? Is this really our world?
Yeah.
There's nothing here, it's just white.
It's just like an expanse of nothingness.
What am I doing? This is no time to be at a loss for words. Let's see, atmospheric composition. Oh man, it looks like the air outside is the same as it was on the old Earth. Does this mean we're still gathering sunlight even though the cosmic rays have stopped? I don't get it. What the hell's going on here? Mental shutdown. It's okay, hang in there, Gordel. Sure looks like a whole lot of nothing. As far as the eye can see, for the moment, guess we might as well wait for Kadok to wake up. He should know what all this is about. We can think about what to do next after. Huh? What? Holmes, Da Vinci, Commander Old Guy.
Commander Old Guy.
Who's Commander Old Guy?
Gordel.
Oh, my bad.
Who else is the commander?
Don't call me that. What is it, Mr. Minier? Do not tell me there is yet another surprise in store for us. There sure is, and it's the biggest one yet. We just picked up a transmission. Someone's been broadcasting a Magecraft-based long-range signal non-stop. We must have finally been able to pick it up once the Tree of Emptiness was destroyed.
Oh.
What? What does it say? It's a coded message, so I'll need to decrypt it first. Just a second. Does this mean there were survivors? There, it's done. Here, listen. I'm a maid from proper human history. I'm a maid from the correct history. If you're hearing this, please come find me. Ah. This is Baldanders. Yeah, okay. I'm currently traveling across the North Atlantic Ocean. I await other survivors. I repeat, I await other survivors from the correct history. Please, come find me at the following coordinates. This is Baldanders, the Wandering Sea. Wandering Sea? Wandering Sea? The Wandering Sea? That's one of the 3 great organizations of the Magecraft world. There's the Clock Tower in London, the Atlas Institute in Egypt, and the oldest of them all, the Wandering Sea. It was located on an island from the Age of Gods, hidden in the northern oceans. Does this mean it still exists? Well, okay.
Apparently it does.
Everybody is so shocked. I repeat, I'm a mage from proper human history. Please, come find me at the following coordinates.
Alright.
Alright.
That might be the end.
I feel like that might be it. Alright.
Full running.
Alright, cool.
Yay!
Yay! Yay! Alright, cool. Oh, yes! Alright, let's just... Oh, okay. Oh, okay, yay! Let me just grab this CE, and then we can just quickly read it, and then we'll talk about it. Heretical Yaga. Alright, Paxi, you'll be with us forever. Alright, Buster Carter, okay. Okay. I'll never forgive you, for as long as I live. You know why? Because thanks to you, I now know there's another happier world out there. So stand up, damn it. Stand up and fight for it. Go on and brag about how you can smile in your world, and tell us why it should be the one to survive. Be proud, hold your head up high, and fight for your weak little world. Don't you dare go losing it to a world like this, a world where the only virtue is strength. This is but a vision of a dream, a world that would never be possible, only dreamed of by a Yaga. Yet you still imagine it. You still envision a wolf looking up at the stars, grinning in satisfaction.
That's
Alright.
nice.
Yeah, that is nice. Alright, so we finished Anastasia, and I guess we'll just quickly give our thoughts about it, and then we'll switch to LB2.
Honestly, I really liked Anastasia.
Yeah, I honestly thought that it's hard to say, because I was going to say I thought the build-up was a little bit slow, but I guess there's a lot of things that they need to put into place, right?
Right.
Because at the beginning of this Lost Belt, you know, we had this whole, like, round table, like, thing with holograms of all the cryptors talking to each other and their meeting, and that was pretty cool and pretty nice, and I think just us getting thrown into this new place, obviously we had no idea what we were doing, where we were going. There was nobody there. It was a blizzard, and our stuff was all destroyed. So I think compared to other singularities, we're kind of a little bit less prepared. And I found that, so the beginning parts of just trying to figure out what we were doing, figure out where we were going, I thought that was a little bit tedious. But I did really like the climax at the end, and I do like Paxi. I mean, there were some parts of him that kind of, you know, flip-flopped around and stuff like that, but in the end, I still think I ultimately like Paxi a lot.
Honestly, though, I think Paxi is really interesting. Actually, the Yaga themselves, I think, are very interesting because despite being, you know, Yaga, they display a lot of human qualities.
Well,
right?
yeah, they're essentially humans.
Yeah, and when I thought about, you know, Paxi's actions, right? He saw Ivan the Terrible and he blabbed about, you know, our plans and stuff. But when I try to, like, imagine myself in his shoes, if some sort of sentient tank, essentially, was right in front of me, and essentially, you know, they're gonna kill all my family, my friends, and all the people that were ever nice to me, yeah, I'd want that thing to keep sleeping too. Right. And so,
I feel like, unless if you're, like, you know, the typical shonen protagonist, where you're like, you know, my pride is everything, I'll never, I'll never give up
my friends.
Yeah, exactly. But we know throughout this Lost Belt that Paxi's not that type of character.
But at the same time, I think most people, realistically, would not, you know, like, because in the end, he's trying to keep us safe in his mind.
I know.
And I really appreciate the fact that, you know, he knows that if he ever meets up with us again, there's a very high chance that, you know, we might want to kill him because, you know, he leaked our plans,
betrayed us,
and he betrayed us. No, well, he did, right?
But I mean, like,
but
you
I
know,
like that about him.
And Mash are understanding about that. Because, I mean, like, obviously we've put him in a pretty difficult position, right? I mean, what I've liked in this Lost Belt, which we don't see a lot of, is really stepping into the shoes of an NPC, right?
Right.
And we got Paxi's, like, point of view quite a lot. I mean, we also got Kadok's as well, but just talking about Paxi, like, really from the beginning where he starts talking about his mother who, you know, is weak and can't fend for herself, and he gives her food, etc. Like, I thought that was pretty interesting from the first moment it happened, and it kind of continued, right? And he's kind of doubting himself, but doubting the things that, you know, they've learned as Yaga, and
and what they believe in,
right, and just the instincts that they have to you know, revere strength, etc.
Right, and I mean it shows since the beginning, though, the fact that he pays this tax for his mom, who can no longer, you know, really live the way
fend for herself
Yaga are supposed to. And it's really sad when, you know, the village essentially kills her. Well, they do. And but I mean, I sort of want to say, you know, what did he expect? But it's still very sad.
I mean, it's nice to, well, not necessarily nice to see, but like I said, since you could go into his perspective, you can see his emotions as he goes through the grief of losing his mother, and, you know, just the suffering, and he's truly jealous of the happiness that Gura and Mash have, and what they're fighting for, because in the end he knows that he's not going to exist anymore. And
but not only that, like, I guess the Yaga themselves could have never had something
like true happiness,
right?
Because it's either live and, like, you know, survival of the fittest, or die. But, you know, but I mean, at least I did like the ending where, you know, Salieri was playing the piano for them, and they got to see the sky, and
they
all
got
that
to
stuff.
the point where, like, you know, I mean, not just because it was the end of their world, but, like, you know, their needs are mostly taken care of, and they can start to enjoy the arts and stuff too. And so that's always really important. But actually, something I really want to talk about this time around is actually Adelante, because I'll be honest, before reading Anastasia, I was just kind of like, about Adelante. Like, I mean, even watching Apocrypha and stuff, like, nothing about her really, like, struck home about her, like, to me.
Besides,
and, like,
liking children,
you know, she likes children,
getting
and she
mad
wants
at
to
John
protect
or something,
them or whatever. But I
yeah.
think in this one, it really shows, in a sense, how tragic she is, for caring so much and being so empathetic towards,
and so deeply loving of these
towards
children.
their situation. Well, not the children even,
of
but
everybody,
the whole Yaga
population
and community. Especially the ones that she cares for, like in the rebel army, right? And, you know, the people, or the Yaga who are with her are like, like, we hear you crying every night or something, and, you know, saying you're sorry for something you can't even really change, right?
And it's not like she did it either, right?
It's something she can't help, but she really does her best to see her convictions through, which I really respect her character for that.
Which, like, I mean, because if she, even though she in the end kind of betrays us, right? Like, because if she betrays her own, like, I don't want to call them desires, but her own kind of morals,
her own, like, she's willing to basically make herself extinct for what she believes in. And I think that's cool. And
of course she doesn't feel good about it either, but it's either way she's not going to feel good about it, right? But no, I really liked all the servants in this chapter, and I kind of want to go through them. So Vice Braun, we summoned, was our first servant after this
honestly
whole prologue stuff.
I don't think we can stress this enough. He was, like, the perfect servant we could have summoned. Like,
literally.
I mean, we've said this before, but he is the MVP, man. He did everything.
He can do anything.
He helped fix the shadow border. He, like, was our transportation.
Made golems, was our fighting force, was our horses.
He helped disarm the enemy with the golems. He helped, you know, just general labor. And he helped,
and of course the stuff at the end.
Like, I don't know, man. He did everything.
But no, more importantly, I really like this dive into a Vice Braun, because I feel like Apocrypha, I don't want to say did him dirty. I think there's just too many servants in Apocrypha to really get into them, especially with the servants, all of the servants being so interesting, etc. And I think
the same issue I have with Adelante, really, but except I think Vice Braun kind of has it worse.
In Apocrypha. But anyways, but I really like that they kind of, I did know that they were going to do this, where he kind of reflects on Apocrypha's stuff that he did
a little bit,
and he tries to be a little bit better. right?
Yeah.
And you know, I think I don't really want to call it a sacrifice in the end, but his actions at the end, to fight Ivan the Terrible, I thought that was really cool. Like you know how I really complimented the CG last time we streamed when that part happened, because I thought that was like the coolest shit ever. I'm like, oh my god. I didn't talk about that Paxi CG, but damn, I was like, that was heart-wrenching, literally.
That was good.
But anyways, back to the
I actually want to talk about the music in that section too, but let's finish
talking about servants first, or else we're gonna be. But anyways, no, I really like a Vice Brawn, and I'm really happy. But honestly, the servant I think that really surprised me the most was Salieri, because I didn't really know what was up with his deal. Obviously, I didn't.
Well, we knew he was popular.
Right, but
everybody tried to summon for him when, like, LB1 first came out.
Right. And I'm really glad that we were able to see him as a character, and you know, he's more than just the angry musician, right? And I really, really like his part at the climax and at the very end, which we just read, because I think it does so much, right? Even though I don't want to say I don't think he hates Mozart. Like, he definitely admires his abilities.
Oh yeah, to say the least.
And I think fulfilling his last wish at the very end, to me, was, like I said, very bittersweet. And his whole climax part, I mean, Mash thinks it's beautiful. I think his playing is pretty beautiful too. I mean, he might not think so. He might just think it's angry. But I think that was really nice for him to be able to do that, and just showing that, you know, there's people that still appreciate you and
and I
your
think
art.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, he, at least from my impression, was sort of thrusted this role as Mozart was, you know, dying. And it's not like he really wanted this role, but, you know, he fulfills it to the end and stuff.
Right.
And, you know, he talks about him being one of the only people in maybe his and Mozart's life that were really able to properly understand his genius and how and how, like, you know, even though he's beloved by the people, like, you know, they don't truly know him, right? And beyond that, though, when he himself is only given not necessarily like a role as, you know, like Mozart's killer or something, right? He's more than that, right? He's also a fantastic musician, right? And he shows that to the people, to the Yaga people, at the end of the story.
I also want to talk about Billy and Beowulf. And I think what they did so good was give them more screen time. Honestly, their showing in America Beowulf was pretty pitiful. I don't even remember Billy. I remember Billy and Robin and what's his name? Geronimo together. But
I actually thought they were pretty. They were pretty good for the amount of
in America. But Beowulf, all I remember was fighting him at the prison, and that's it.
That's it.
That's all he did. And you know, it's just these underutilized characters that, you know, kind of like the whole thing I said about Apocrypha, where you have so many characters and you don't really give them time to do anything, right?
To develop them.
Right. And I think in the America Singularity previous, I think there was just that kind of problem as well. And you could see in this Lost Belt, I don't want to say there were fewer servants than normal, but definitely given the time to actually spend time with a good amount of them, right?
This Lost Belt really gave, well, it was long, right? It really did give characters the chance to, you know, do whatever they had to do. Right. I think, though, not the waste, but, like, I felt like that demon thing, Shan was sort of like, okay, like, just there.
I mean, they just needed a way to communicate,
right. But, like, I guess maybe they just wanted to make a cuter, you know, mascot or
honestly,
if that was not like some phone or whatever.
If a Vice Ron told me that he could make like these
a communication golem or something, I would buy that.
I would believe that, right? Exactly.
And so, like, to me, this Shan
kind of doesn't serve much of a purpose.
I actually also wanted to say Minotaur, to me, didn't really serve much of a purpose either.
He is a bit of a plot device, with the only thing we want is the labyrinth.
Right? Which is kind of a shame, right? Because, you know,
why were you
why
there?
was Minotaur there?
Yeah.
And, you know, why does Minotaur look like this, right?
Yeah.
And, I mean, I don't know if Minotaur will come back. I know a lot of other characters will come back, but Minotaur, like, I want to know what's up with him. But, like you said, like, he's kind of a plot device, and all we wanted was his labyrinth for the final stand, right? Which is, like I said, sort of a shame. But I did like the mini flashback we sort of got with Uriel and Okeanos, which was, you know, it was okay. But would have liked to see a bit more.
I just want to quickly and briefly talk about Musashi. I mean, we've been talking for quite a while already.
Yeah.
Musashi and Mash, more so Mash than Musashi. I mean, I can't say much about her because of, you know, the fact that I haven't finished, what's it called again?
Shimosa. Oh my god.
Shimosa. And, but I do really like the fact that Mash was able to talk to Musashi and really just alleviate her fears.
Yeah.
And because she kind of goes through that sort of same, not struggle, but like,
right,
you know, has that same type of journey as well.
On top of that, we're outsiders, and I think when you read Shimosa and maybe give this section a read again, like I think it'll be better because they touch on it a bit in Shimosa because, you know, it's Musashi's story.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I really like that part as well. And I mean, you know, Mash has struggled for a long time about, you know, fighting, and, you know, she doesn't want to fight, she wants to protect people, and
she wants to do the right thing.
Yeah, and that's pretty much the reason why she fights, right? And I think what I really like about this story, obviously it's not that long ago that we were in Solomon chronologically, right? And so, you know, you don't expect her to, like, instantly be able to, you know, bash enemies you know, and really go fight, right? Because, you know, people don't change that fast.
Yeah.
Right? And I like the fact that she's wavering, but, you know, she picks herself back up, and, you know, she gets her new MP.
At the end, when she you know, blocks those thunderbolts, like, I thought that was really cool.
I actually really liked the CG for that too.
Yeah. And I think that was good. Anyways, I kind of want to wrap up this talk and move on to LB2. Is there anything else you want to say?
Yes, music. So I actually thought the music, especially at the end, was done very, very well. Obviously Salieri's part, I think before that, like, basically coming up to the end, and then the final chapter, I think were all very good. I mean, of course, we know from previous chapters, like FGO in general just has great, you know, sound design and stuff, and this one's no exception. Just want to make that
There's one last question. Best part of the chapter, what was it? For me, definitely Paxi dying. Like, as much as I was, like, upset, well, not upset, I was, like, kind of grilling him, like, hey, Paxi, stop stopping me from, like, going to fight Ivan. Like, I really did warm up to Paxi.
I really liked his, like, final speech to us, I think. I mean, because, you know, as Gouda, maybe, like I said, you know, we're kind of naive or whatever, we don't realize that we're destroying worlds, because, you know, what we know is not necessarily what Gouda knows, right? And, because I couldn't imagine myself being able to destroy a whole civilization of people. And that'd be tough, right? And, but, you know, Paxi gives us the final push and go ahead and say, you know what happiness is, and make your world better. Alright, so I think that will pretty much wrap up our talk. So what we're going to do is that we're going to quickly switch. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put up a graphic, and we're going to turn off the mics because it beeps, and then we're going to swap, and Jacqueline's going to start reading LB2. So let's just do that. Alright, so just give us a second. Alright, so is it working? It should be. Alright.
Is there anything that was that. Honestly, there's so many great highlights in LB1.
Yeah, honestly,
it's hard to choose, definitely. All right.
LB2, the eternal icy fire country.
Honestly, because
century. Oh my god, I can't read already.
I was gonna say, honestly, because you have Jack on the front screen as well, probably because you were just fighting the tree.
I just fought the tree and I just left it.
It looks exactly the same.
And it looks exactly the same. Yeah, but this is my account now. Yeah, Gotterdammerung. Yeah. Let's go. Alright. I repeat, I'm a mage from proper human history. Please come find me at the following coordinates. This is Baldander's, the Wandering Sea. Wandering Sea, Wandering Sea, the Wandering Sea. Yes, the Wandering Sea. That's one of the three great organizations of the Magecraft world. There's the Clock Tower in London, the Atlas Institute in Egypt, and the oldest of them all, the Wandering Sea. It was located on an island from the Age of Gods, hidden in the northern oceans. Does this mean it still exists? Shocked face. Yeah, I'm glad that they recap a little bit, because for most people they wouldn't have just played this like immediately 20 minutes ago, right? Atmospheric analysis complete. Nitrogen, oxygen, argon, and carbon dioxide levels all green. Okay. The mana in the atmosphere is almost identical to levels in the 21st century. I'm not picking up any harmful trace substances either. So we still have breathable air, even in this creepy, bleached world. It is pretty creepy. Well, that means we can park the shadow border and go have a look for ourselves. What do you think, Jacqueline? Doesn't that sound intriguing, stepping out into a world of sheer nothing in every direction? Yeah, I guess so. Ha ha ha, of course it does. First we'll go out and get some fresh air, and then we'll look for food. You think there's food?
Yeah, I was gonna say, it doesn't really look like a place where
I'm kind of interested, but you still haven't told me what the Wandering Sea actually is. That's true. Good going, Gouda. Cryptic silence. Oh. Empty smile.
Maybe he doesn't know anything either.
You don't know either, do you? Of course I do, you dolt. Gordolf Music is not a man to pretend to know something he doesn't. The Mages Association isn't a monolith. I'll have you know. Just because I used to work at the clock tower doesn't mean I've ever been the supposedly living wandering... Wait, what? I've ever been to the supposedly living wandering sea in the North Sea? Oh, so you've only heard rumors. I thought you were from some big important family, old man. Moonyear looked so disappointed just now. Don't you call me that, double chin. Oh, damn, okay. If I must spell it out for you, then here it is. The Wandering Sea of Baldanders is the first enigma ever discovered in the world of Magecraft, and it will be the last to be puzzled out. It's an island so mysterious and full of mystics that even such a gifted mage of an incredibly prestigious bloodline as myself may not even set foot on it. It's true, that all fits with what's in Chaldea's database. It says that though the Mages Association has been around since the start of the AD era, it also split into 3 branches shortly after its inception.
Okay.
The mages who settled in London evolved with the times and focused on developing Magecraft over the course of history. That faction went on to become the Clock Tower, the largest and most powerful Magecraft organization in the world. Its members include the Animesphere family, the founders of Chaldea, and Mr. Gordolf here. Quite so. Here in the 21st century, the Mages Association and the Clock Tower are all but synonymous. The next major faction is the Atlas Institute in Egypt. They're dedicated to perfecting alchemy. We actually infiltrated their headquarters once during the Sixth Singularity. Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. And we saw Sherlock.
Yep. It was a huge research complex, almost like a giant crypt, built deep underground. And as easy as it was to get in, it was hard to get out. The Atlas Institute's ironclad rule is that technology created there must never leave. But Chaldea's first director was granted an exemption thanks to the Atlas contract. The technology he was able to take from the Atlas Institute enabled him to complete Chaldeus. It was also the Atlas Institute that presented him with the Void Reality Observation Device Paper Moon, one of the finest mystic codes ever made. I think they mentioned this in the prologue? or something? I think they did.
Along those lines.
I guess in case you forgot. Indeed, they seldom poke their noses out of their little hole in the ground, but I'm told they do converse with the lords, albeit as little as possible. Or with lords. They may be a heartless bunch who only care about weapons and technology, but they can be rather useful if you play your cards right. And finally, the last faction is the Wandering Sea, the Baldanders, said to be somewhere in the North Sea. However, the most I could find about them was a brief overview, even in Chaldea's extensive files. It said that their cardinal rule is to only recognize magecraft from the Age of Gods and refuse to accept any advancements or alterations urged by civilization. Okay. In a sense, their ideology is the exact opposite from the clock towers. Indeed, refusing to accept progress in magecraft means refusing to accept consumer civilization. The Wandering Sea's philosophy of magecraft is fundamentally incompatible with modern human society. Jeez, I can't read either. That's why they keep their gates firmly shut, and why they seldom add to their number. In other words, they're a bunch of old fuddy-duddies obsessed with magecraft so ancient it has to be measured with carbon dating. That said, they do open their gates just once every year to try and recruit promising new talent. But even among mages of the clock tower, the number who actually make it to the Wandering Sea can be counted on one hand. Oh, okay. There's just no music. Okay. Yeah. Do you see my point? I'm saying the Wandering Sea is every bit as secretive as the Atlas Institute, just in a different way. No one from the outside has ever been able to get the full story, the reason being, as the name suggests, the Wandering Sea is always on the move. Most who know of it believe it to be a floating island somewhere in the North Sea, but it is in fact the very opposite. Okay. The Wandering Sea's headquarters were built before the 80 era began, and they never move at all. Yeah. It is instead the sea in which they are located that moves around, a world unto itself in many ways. Oh, okay. So the sea moves. That is almost certainly why its location still remains a secret even in the 21st century. Land that moves around while placing mystic textures on itself. I see. That would make it its own independent singularity. It would also explain how it was able to escape whatever turned the Earth's surface into an endless white desert. All this time they've been turning their noses up at us, but the moment things go south, they don't have any issue sending us a distress signal. Honestly, I don't even know, besides us. Really, there's no one else who can help them.
Yeah.
Some successors to true mystics they turned out to be. They should try taking a page from our book. We're the ones who made it through Russia by the skin of our teeth with no outside help. We're the ones who are currently flailing about with no plan.
Well, if you meet them, you might make a plan.
Yeah. At least you understand that the situation is still pretty dire, I guess. Given the present circumstances, it looks like the people of the Wandering Sea have decided to bend their rules in order to offer us a lifeboat. At any rate, Administrative Advisor Holmes, I have a question for you. I would like to be as certain as possible. What do you make of this? Can we trust that their distress signal is genuine? I'm afraid I can't speak to that. What do you think, Da Vinci? Could go either way from the look of it. This transmission isn't part of the clock tower standards, but its wavelength is pretty close to the waveforms the Atlas Institute uses. Since we don't have any data about the Wandering Sea ourselves, I can't really give you a definitive answer. Still, I can verify that there's definitely something to be found at these coordinates.
Okay.
Whatever their story is, if there's a magecraft workshop there, I'd really like to at least check it out. I know we managed to stretch things with the materials we got in Russia, but there are still limits to what the Shadow Border can do. What I really want to do is retune the whole frame from scratch, but I doubt we'll be finding much in the way of materials considering the entire world seems to be an empty wasteland.
That's true.
These coordinates from the Wandering Sea would put as in...
I think it's put us in.
That's what I think it is too. The seas west of Norway. We could go through the Scandinavian peninsula or turn north at Germany and cut across Denmark.
We just left Moscow heading west, so it will take us a few days to reach them regardless of our route. Okay, so we're not in, like, Antarctica anymore, which is great.
No, well, we were
in Russia. Yeah, okay. Okay.
What are you talking about?
No, whatever. Assuming that the border can convert the mana in the atmosphere into electricity, that just leaves the question of food. That's a very good question. What if we go to the Wandering Sea via Zero Sail? Can't we just, pop over there?
I feel like the top, yeah.
No Zero Sails. As technical advisor, I expressly forbid it.
Why?
Even if we are going to run into another one of those storm walls along the way, we need to stick to the surface as much as possible. But why? And did you just say there are more of those storm walls? Explain yourself, technical advisor. If there's another storm wall in our path, doesn't that mean running straight into another lost belt?
Maybe.
Yeah. We don't have any other choice, Gordo. Not with the two big problems we're facing. First, there's the small matter of the Wandering Sea living up to its name. These coordinates they sent us are all over the place. Literally, in fact. They're in a constant state of flux. Nothing definite or precise. With coordinates like these, it would be very risky to try zero sailing there with the paper moon. So until and unless we go to the Wandering Sea directly and forge some kind of connection to it, a long-distance zero sail is out of the question. Second, and this is the real problem, we don't have the energy. Yes, Holmes oh so helpfully suggested converting mana into electricity as if it were a simple matter, but that can only get us so far. The conversion rate isn't efficient enough, so we'd end up spending more power than we can produce, which would make a long zero sail trip fatal. That's true. After all, no more power means no more working life support systems, and I don't know about you guys, but I sure don't want to be out in this bleached white world all by myself.
Yeah.
Good point. The logic walls we have to put up in void space do use a lot of power. At our current energy levels, I don't think the border could last 2 hours there, and like Da Vinci said, we don't even have the exact coordinates we need. Grr. Gordolf is always like...
He always has this angry face.
So what? Are you saying we need to enter another Lost Belt if we're going to reach this possible hope for salvation? Where is this new Lost Belt anyway? If we use the typical world map, then the entire Scandinavian peninsula is covered by one of these storm walls. Another half a day or so of driving, and you should all get to see the closest thing to the edge of the world for yourselves.
Okay.
I take that to mean this white featureless ground will continue until we exit Russian territory then. At any rate, we have two possible routes to the Wandering Sea's designated coordinates. One that takes us across the Scandinavian peninsula, and one that brings us out to sea via Poland and Germany. Da Vinci, in your estimation, which of these gives us our best chance? Should we go by land or by sea? I think making a sea voyage would be a lot to ask of the border. We could perhaps get through the Strait of Dover. But to be honest, I'd rather we keep our distance from the British Isles, since we have no idea about the state of the oceans just now. Hello. Okay. So what I'm saying is, I think the overland route is the best choice right now. Good grief. No sooner are we done with one Lost Belt than we're off to a second. Your thoughts, Miss Jacqueline? I don't think we have a choice. Honestly, that's a scary thought. Are there any other regions we could cross?
Probably not.
Probably not, but... Indeed, I heartily concur, but I promise you will have our full support. To be afraid in a situation such as this is the mark of sanity. Let us just leave it at that. Grr. So you're set on having us cross the Scandinavian peninsula then, aren't you, Da Vinci? Alright, we've come across this far after leaving Moscow, so at the border's current speed, we should reach the peninsula in about 2 days. Very well then. Use that time to make sure we're fully prepared. Minier, if we run into anything we could use to shore up our defenses along the way, take that opportunity to stop the border and ensure everything is in good working order. Da Vinci,
You look after the little demi-servant girl. I can't have her falling down on... Wait, I can't have her falling down on the job? Oh, I guess make sure she's... Oh.
Just make sure she's okay.
Yeah. Holmes, come with me. We're going to the solitary confinement chamber.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Paddock.
Oh, okay. Solitary confinement. Mr. Gordolf. Jeez. Does that mean? Of course. I'm going there to interrogate Paddock. He should be waking up any time now. It's time for me to put my brilliant questioning skills to use. Yeah, you do that, man. When I'm through with him, he'll have told us what the cryptors are, what I'm is planning, everything. Mark my words.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so reliable. I'm coming too. Don't you look at me like that. You need the right people for the right job. I admit I may not be the best fit for interrogation, but you even less so. Don't you worry, Kadok may be something of a twisted little brat, but he's still a growing boy. Merely tempt him with food and he'll be putty in my hands. Okay. Trust me, one whiff of my creamy carbonara will turn his complexion from sour milk to sunflowers in an instant.
Just
wow.
Like, get through them with their stomach.
Worry not, Miss Jacqueline. I'll see to it that the interrogation doesn't devolve into violence. Okay. In fact, I have my own questions I wish to ask him. I have a fairly good idea of the cryptor's goal now, and I also believe I know the extent of Kadok's and Lupus's personal knowledge. However, there are still two important things I know little about, the Tree of Emptiness and the Sirius-like command spell of his. Granted, the latter is something Kadok merely mentioned once, and may not be that important. Oh, it probably is important. Ooh.
Okay, alarm.
An emergency alert! What's all this about? I thought there weren't supposed to be any more opportunity. Well, we're probably just being attacked. We're not out of the Russian woods yet. Something's approaching us at high speed. Oh god, is it Sigurd? We're closing in on our ports. Wait, it's closing in on our port side at over 90 kilometers per hour.
Wow.
Oh geez, that is fast. Come on, Meniere, floor it before it catches up to us. I just remember we fight Sigurd super early. I can't. We're just about to go uphill. The border can't go any faster.
Damn it, Hills.
Oh crap, I'm picking up a heat signature too. It's an RPG. Impact in 3, 2... Oh, ouch. Rip.
We just fixed that.
I know. I felt that. Please tell me that wasn't a direct hit, Da Vinci. Damage report. Is the engine intact? Are we going to have to bail in the middle of this race? I'm sure the damage is negligible and our armor still perfectly intact. We shouldn't need to do more than wipe off the scorch mark.
Scorch mark.
The Shadow Border's armor is a composite of cutting-edge technology and magecraft theory. Normal weapons can't even scratch it. That's not what I'm seeing, Holmes. That blast took out one of our armor plates. Another hit like that and we'll be in deep shit. Oh god. Huh? Really? Some great detective you are, Holmes! Then that means I remember now. This is the same sort of explosion I felt way back. 2 weeks ago. Wait. Oh yeah. When I was just a hapless, albeit handsome man being shot at with an anti-material rifle. This can only mean that Koyanskaya is back to finish the job. It really might be curtains this time. Fo. Spare us the trip down memory lane, old man. Come on, Holmes, do something.
Do something,
My apologies. I'm not used to eating crow. Evacuate all staff in the port side hallway to the engine room immediately. Miss Curlight and I will go and deal with this attack. On that note, Miss Curlight, I would like you to put up a magical energy barrier in the internal hallway so as to fend off a possible second round. I trust you're all right with that, Jacqueline? Yes? I am. Go for it, Mash. Yeah, go for it, Mash. Don't worry, Senpai. I won't let them put one more scratch on the border.
Alright.
The hostile entity should reach the border in 50 meters. Putting up visual now. Grr. They must think they're hot stuff. Their vehicle must have impressive suspension if they're heading straight at us, though. I didn't think Russia had any race cars like that around. Alright, where are you, you little leftover oprishniki? Let's see what you look like. What the actual hell? That's not a vehicle, it's a person! Oh god. Someone's approaching on foot. Wait, that silhouette. Oh god, it's Kiri. Oh jeez. I don't know if this is worse. Clergy vestments and a lost belt servant reading. It's that priest, the one who calls himself Metropolitan Mercurius. I don't want to fight him.
I don't want to talk to you.
I woke up when I thought I heard a voice calling me. It was a cold, almost brittle kind of voice. Where am I? I guess this means I'm still alive. There's a dull ache in the back of my head where I got pistol whipped. He sure wasn't playing around.
Yeah.
Goddamn cowboy. Shouldn't outlaws be cool and laid back and all that? I think he was pretty cool and laid back.
You're not dead, so feel happy.
Yeah, man. This shaking. Am I in a vehicle? This must be the shadow border. I try to assess the circumstances as best I can in this dimly lit place. Looks like they took me prisoner. They bound my hands, but now I can move around freely. The anti-magecraft cuffs they must have used on me are lying in pieces on the floor. Did I break them unconsciously while I was out? No, I couldn't have. I know I'm not capable of that. Why are the cuffs so damn cold? Did something freeze them through enough to turn them brittle? Or maybe it's her farewell gift to me. Ugh. The thought even entered my mind makes me sick. Oh, maybe it was though. I don't have time to get all sentimental. Now that I've failed, I don't have the right. Of course, that doesn't mean I'm going to waste this opportunity. If I'm gonna make a getaway... Yeah, I don't think you have anywhere to go, though. Is something attacking the shadow border from the outside? But the only ones who would do that are the cryptors. Does that mean someone's here to rescue me? No, there's no chance of that. They didn't seem friendly enough to rescue each other, to be honest. They're here to shut me up. There's no other reason anyone would waste their time on a loser like me. Alright, I can't just sit around and wait for them to kill me. First off, I've got to find a way out of here. After that, who knows? Escaping's all I can hope for now. Once that's done, I'll just have to see where the winds take me. Okay, Kadok. Don't attack us, Kiri, please! Damn it, there goes another one! What's the situation? Mash raised her shield just in time. That one barely did anything. Way to go, Mash! Yeah, way to go, Mash.
Yeah.
Ho-ho! The hostile servant is still in pursuit on the border's port side. Wait, is he about to fire again? How many rounds did he even bring with him? Grr. I just noticed the NFF services marking on that thing. It must be one of Koyanskaya's weapons. No wonder it was able to damage the magecraft armor. That said, it looks like that priest is all sermon and no rod, like pearls before swine. So 2 gold before music, I suppose?
What?
The only one who could properly handle a modern magecraft weapon like that is Koyanskaya herself. Wait, what? The hatch is open. Why is the hatch open? Gordolf, quick! Check the internal surveillance cameras. I think someone opened the border's hatch and got outside.
Must be Kadok.
Yeah. There's someone on the starboard ramp. What? That can't be right. You expect me to believe someone is hanging off the side of this... side like this is some kind of action move. Wait, that's Kadok's and Lupus. Just how many adventure crazed nuts are there around here? I thought there was something... Oh, wait, I thought there was something on us. The signal's headed toward the deck now. Grr, so he's trying to... Oh boy. So he's trying to take advantage of the confusion to escape, eh? Come on, Jacqueline. We're taking that hatch and going up there too. Do not let Kadok get away. I have a mountain of questions I still need to ask him. Right. Alright. Let's go catch him. You, huh? Figures you'd show up. Like, what if we die, though? Because we're, like, out in the open. But whatever.
Well, it doesn't matter anymore. We're wearing a mystic coat.
We're not gonna die. Whatever.
You're looking a little less dazed now. Glad to see you're back to your usual happy-go-lucky nonsense. Looks like you're back up and at 'em too. Yeah, Paxi snapped me out of it. Yeah, Paxi snapped me out of it. I see, so that Yaga's dead now, huh? Yep. I would have won if not for him. Guess that stupid speech of his was potent shit for you. Yeah, you know it. He was a thorn in my side, but even I gotta admit he was a hell of a guy. I won't repeat the mistake of writing someone like him off as a loser. Enough chit-chat already, Zemlupus. Get back inside the border now, and I'll make sure you're treated fairly under international law. Trust me, you don't want to be stupid and go jumping off a moving vehicle like this. I can tell you from experience that you'll regret it. You'll end up dead and we'll have lost you. Show me that you're willing to help us and I'd be willing to put in a good word for you with the association. Does the association even, like, exist anymore?
Well, when they go back to regular.
I guess so. That's true. You don't have to threaten me. I thought there might be a lifeboat or something out here, but there's nothing. Getting out here was a huge pain in the ass, and it looks like it was all for nothing. Once I might have jumped off just to spite you, but now... Now I've got a promise to keep. I can't go throwing my life away. You want to interrogate me, right? Fine. I'll tell you everything you want to know. That's a small price to pay for survival. At this point, I don't care what it takes to stay alive. Excellent. This makes my little insurance trip out here well worth it.
Well, I feel like you're gonna die. Oh.
Rip Kadok. Turn around, you idiot! Kadok! Oh, backstabbed!
Oh, okay.
Well, alright. That's another one. Rasputin, you son of a... Maybe he's still savable? I don't know. Why, if it isn't Gordolf music. How nice to see you again. You too, Master of Chaldea. Allow me to offer my congratulations on successfully taking down Russia. Let go of him, right now! I'm afraid I can't do that. I have my own concerns. You understand, of course. My job was to oversee Kadok Zemlupus' role as a cryptor, and that role has come to an end. So I thought I would give him as merciful a send-off as possible. Okay. Grr. As if Da Vinci wasn't enough, and now he's gone and stabbed Kadok in the back too. That's what he does. As a gentleman, I'm honor-bound to stop him, but my golf punch will never work on him. I would say you can try, but that's like throwing your life away. Damn it, where's Holmes when you need him? I thought he was always supposed to be 2 steps ahead. Not to worry, Director Gordolf. Jeez, I keep saying his name wrong. Eliminating all of you isn't in my job description. He's not paid enough, I guess. Russia is currently my sole jurisdiction, you see. As such, I needed to handle this before you'd left the area entirely. I hope you can forgive the necessity of my resorting to such drastic measures, unbefitting of my age though they are. I'm afraid I lack Koenskaya's ability to move between Lost Belts. I'm limited to getting around the same way you do. As a middle manager of sorts, I'm not able to go to the next Lost Belt without the foreign god's permission. Foreign god? Interesting.
Intriguing.
Intriguing. Rip my English. Intriguing. Would you be so good as to tell us more, Metropolitan Mercurius? I'm sorry I'm late, Master. Huh? Kadok? Yeah, he's dying. Now then, I'd best be on my way. I hope you won't mind my saving the answer to your question for our next meeting, Sherlock. Oh, but before I go, I would at least like to put a stop to this false name you've been using for me. My true name is Rasputin, Grigory Rasputin. That said, I confess that this spirit origin doesn't belong to me. I'm simply borrowing it from a dead man. I deduced all that long ago, my dear priest. My concerns are more fundamental in nature. Where did you acquire that dead man? In proper human history, Kotomine Kirei's body was cremated. So how did you come to take possession of a dead man without a body? Oh, I'm sure you'll figure that out sooner or later, Sherlock. That is, after all, what you do. You once called the incineration of humanity a mythological murder case. In which case, go ahead and label this attack the same way. Ask yourself who committed this crime and how. Once you have arrived at that answer, we will meet again. When that day comes, I look forward to you accusing the culprit in person. And he's gone. Father Kotomine, Rasputin has made off with Kadak. Oh, man.
Maybe he's not dead.
What should we do, Senpai? Maybe if we turn the border around now.
I don't know if you can run after Kirei like that, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't bother, we'll never catch up. And we can't risk going back to Russia. That's true. We'll just have to give up on interrogating Kadox and Lupus. This was my fault. I should have considered that someone may pursue us. Well, that sucks.
Yeah. Oh well.
Damn it, I can't believe I got knocked out again. Sneaking up on people and stabbing them is kind of your thing, huh? I think my heart actually stopped for a while back there. Indeed it did. If it hadn't, do you really think Holmes would have let us escape so easily? No. If he had realized you were still alive, they would have come back to retrieve you. I couldn't let that happen. Not after Kristeria asked me to bring you back to Olympus. Is that so? Well, it doesn't matter anyway. You've wasted your time, Rasputin. Oh? Whether Chaldea kills me or not, whether Chaldea kills me or Wodan does it, I'll just be as dead.
That's true.
Yeah, now that I've failed, I don't belong with either of them. I'm just going to be an example to the other cryptors. Hello, priest.
You keep on
I know.
tapping the blue bar instead of the screen.
What? What is it? If you've got something to say, then spit it out, father. Apologies. I was just thinking about how much easier my job would be if Kristeria was that sort of person. At any rate, it's clear what's going to happen to you. You may have lost your right to run a lost belt, but you still have your Sirius Light. That command spell belongs to our god. As long as you possess it, your life does not belong to you alone. I see. You no longer have the option of throwing your life away, Kadox and Lupus. Your fate is to have every last bit of your soul squeezed out of you until the day you die. Wow.
Okay.
Alright. And that was just the intro. Alright, more intro. It's been 2 days since Rasputin, the pseudo-servant, attacked. The Chaldeans are currently on their way to the Lost Belt in Scandinavia. Everything is so white. The world's blank slate have... What the... So fast. The world's blank slate have never seemed so appropriate. It's like the entire surface has been reset. Nothing but pure white wherever you look. Everything is gone. Nature, civilization, even the flora and fauna have completely disappeared. No, not disappeared. It's more like they've all been pruned away. All there is to see in every direction is a pure, plain white. Oh, whoops. Pure white plain. Though there were a few topographical exceptions along the way. It looked like the remains of some buildings. Okay. But they appeared to have been warped by extreme heat or destroyed in some kind of shock wave. Oh. Whatever the case, upon closer inspection, one could see that these had once been man-made structures of some kind. This led to Jacqueline and her allies stepping out of the shadow border to investigate further. The atmospheric composition was normal, the air was breathable, and the gravity was the same as before. There was no need for a hazard suit or spacesuit or anything of the sort. Good thing you didn't have to get all dressed up in an as an astronaut. Oh, like an astronaut, huh? Said Leonardo da Vinci with a cherubic smile. Look, Senpai, you can see them up ahead. Buildings.
I only see mountains.
Yeah.
Oh.
It looks like even the buildings have been bleached. That explains why we couldn't see them at a distance. Those are buildings, right? Yeah, I think. If there are any survivors here, we should bring them back to the border as soon as... You really think there are survivors? She trailed off all of a sudden, probably because what she saw was beyond anything she could have imagined. No one could blame her. Anyone else would have been at the bizarre site before them. The color had been drained out of everything. Some parts of the buildings even looked as though they had been rubbed away with an eraser. The whole thing looked like some bizarre postmodern art exhibit and was made all the more baffling by being in the middle of a bleached desert. There were no signs of life anywhere, not even the remains of what had once been alive. It all looked so sterile, especially for ruins. It was the sort of thing you'd only see in dreams. Everyone back on the border seeing it on their monitors must have thought they were looking at footage from an alien planet. Alien planet, huh? Let's go in. There might still be something inside. Okay. Earth had changed. It had been completely bleached, a planet now totally devoid of life, with the exception of the Lost Belts. But even when it had been reset to a blank slate, there were still some places, some buildings, some life forms that had survived. Kalia decided to call these remnants. Today was the first contact they had with these sorts of remnants, these buildings that had been left behind on this newly blank Earth. Despite the new director's pessimistic outlook, the other staff couldn't ignore the possibility, however slight, that there might still be other survivors. Okay, but even though they never did find any other people, their investigation wasn't for nothing. Because they did find signs of life, signs that someone had survived all this, and had been here before them. Here, near the Scandinavian Lost Belt, in what used to be Helsinki, the capital of Finland. Oh, were signs in these buildings that someone, somewhere, was still alive. Okay. Signs that someone had been living here for days, weeks, maybe even months. Empty bottles, piles of canned food, the remains of a communication device that someone had clearly spent a great deal of effort trying to repair. There was even something that looked like a doll lying on the floor, a sign that a young child had been among the survivors. And above all, they found something that had clearly been left behind with intent. According to this journal, it looks like somebody was here as recently as 2 days ago. Wow. Okay, you literally just missed them. Yeah. The last entry is dated the day before yesterday. It looks like there were 6 survivors at first, but over time their numbers gradually dwindled until... In the end, whoever wrote this journal must have been the last one to disappear. Where could they all have gone? Unfortunately, though whoever wrote the journal had excellent penmanship, it was in a language that Jacqueline could not read. Oh. Well, someone's still alive, though. It could have been Finnish or maybe Swedish. Either way, it may as well have been Greek to Jacqueline. Yep, I can't read either of those. Why did this happen to our planet? Why do these invaders from another world hate humanity so much? If nothing else, those final questions written on the last pages were clear. Why? 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 That is all these people could ask, even as they were wiped away, almost as though they were being punished for seeking meaning in their crisis. It's time, Master. Let's head back to the border. We're almost to Sweden now. You should rest up for the coming battles. As they left the remnants behind, one thought haunted each and every one of them. Nowhere was there so much as a trace of blood, a hint of violence. Soon the shadow border will enter the second Lost Belt. Will it be a hellish wasteland inhospitable to life, or perhaps... Ooh, there it is. It's like a dome. Yeah. So that's what those storm walls look like from the outside. Yeah. Yep. Finally about to take the plunge into the Scandinavian Lost Belt. And not because we have no other choice, like with Russia. This time we choose to do it ourselves. As you all saw, there's a tree of emptiness here as well. Though at this distance it looks more like a faint pillar of light than a tree. Is it there? Maybe the thing at the top? Light thing? I don't know. Yes, quite so. We may not know what it's like on the inside, but we do know exactly what we need to do. This is a lost belt, a place carved out of a history different from our own. There's no telling what horrors may await us there. But once we cut down that tree of emptiness thingamabob, the lost belt will return to its original state, and the storm wall will disappear. Yup, but I think we should put this particular tree of emptiness investigation off until later. Our priority is to slip through Scandinavia and get to the Wandering Sea. Depending on what it's like in there, we might be able to ignore the lost belt. If we're going to invade this place, we should do so after we've improved our offensive options at the Wandering Sea. It won't do for Jacqueline and Mash to be the only two ever risking their necks on the front lines.
Yeah.
Rip Sherlock. I just hope that transmission really was from the Wandering Sea. I hope so too. So what now? I thought those storm walls were impenetrable. That we can penetrate using the Shadow Border's primary function. That storm is approximately 2 kilometers wide, so we will cross it via a zero sail.
Okay.
Huh? You mean we're going to dive back into void space? Come now, surely... I'm not the only one who was wildly uncomfortable seeing his soul leave his body, was I? I mean, is it just me, or is looking down at your body in third person a truly unsettling experience? Yeah, probably. 1000% seconded. You're just going to have to deal, Gordolphy. Yeah, we all have to. Let's just buckle up. You're kidding me. You mean you're completely fine with it? Doesn't it bother you having a bird's eye view of your own life? Of course it makes us all feel sick, but you're the commander now, yeah? So freaking suck it up, would you?
And when you
does not mince
he has
words.
no more shits left to give, man.
Honestly, I've gotten used to it. I mean, a short hop through void space is nothing compared to a race shift. Not that I've ever race shifted myself, of course. Grr. Now, don't you start talking back to me, Munier. Race shift, smay shift. Clearly, the zero sail program that began under my new administration is far more impressive achievement. It's a far more impressive achievement, yeah. Holmes, Da Vinci, prepare the Shadow Border for takeoff. Indeed, Gordolf. I, for one, am truly inspired after your little speech. And well done on your part, Mr. Munier. That will be one less thing to worry about during our dive. Okay, places everyone. Time to strap in for today's out-of-body experience. The good news is we're not going to dive as deeply as we did the last time. We're just going to skim under the surface, so to speak, so that we stick to reality, space, time, and distance as closely as possible. We have to do it like that since we don't have anything tying us to Scandinavia. It'll be like a split-second dive into a two-dimensional plane. Think of it like going scuba diving without an oxygen tank.
Oh.
Okay, we just need to hold our breath for a little bit while we make our way through the wall. All set, Jacqueline? You do know we'll be setting foot in another brand new world soon, right? Yep, I'm well aware. Let's go where no man has gone before. Again! Let's do it.
Yay.
Got it. Okay then, let's go see what's on the other side of this wall. Expanding void reality. Oh my god, it's so fast. Expanding void reality observation device. Paper moon. Destination southern Sweden. Near. Oh geez. Norrköping. Yay. Expanding logic formula on Shadow Border's external armor. Removing existence verification for reality space. Why didn't they just put it on the same line?
The line breaks have been kind of weird.
Yeah, and then it moves super fast. Future prediction, hypothetically prove your world plane in 20 seconds. Relaxing space-time friction decompression for 0.4 seconds. All systems are green. Void space may be a calm sea, but as always, don't forget to watch out for big waves. Shadow Border, untether from reality. Void space dive, zero sail, unfurl. Here we go.
This, like, little sequence is always pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Alright, was that the end of the prologue? I
I
think so.
Yeah.
Yay.
Assault of the Demonic Sword. Rip.
Oh, actually, you mentioned that you
Oh,
were
that's
going
true.
to roll
Okay,
for Sherlock.
so
I mean,
we
not Sherlock,
no.
Sigurd.
Okay, so we found out when the next stream will be.
Yeah.
Which is, I believe, on the 7th, and I don't think that means
We're getting the anniversary
quartz
quartz.
in time to finish rolling for this banner, and so Sigurd is still on rate up. So I'm gonna quickly do at least a couple of rolls.
You have a summoning ticket?
Yeah, I can do a summoning ticket, and then I can do a 10 roll, and then we can continue with the story.
Alright.
Alright, 1 ticket and a dream.
Here we go.
Because apparently that works. Alright, it's a servant.
Come on.
It's not a saber, so we don't care. Let's just press this, because otherwise it'll be really slow.
Okay, Ilya.
Man, this one keeps coming, man.
Yeah, this is like
I don't understand.
One from this banner. Wow, Darnik.
At least give me the new CEs. Nope. Alright, well, back to the story.
Gonna just pretend that never happened.
Yeah. Alright. Oh my god, of course. Alright. Let's just burn some of these really quick. Just,
I think that's fine.
yeah, okay. Whatever. Alright. Assault of the Demonic Sword beginning. I just remember Sigurd is really scary to fight. Anyways, I've always hated Sundays. Oh. Is it because I hate my father? No. Is it because I hate my mother? No, it's not that either. When I was little, I wholeheartedly embraced their dreams for me. I really thought everything they talked about would come true. I didn't need to hate them. I didn't even need much in the way of parental love from them. I believed that I would one day reach the 6th imaginary element, just as they wanted. I would be the one to make my family's long-held dream come true. I'd gained the power I needed to accomplish that. But even so, I hated Sundays, detested them even. I loathed having to spend all day Sunday at home, the home I grew up in, with my parents. Ooh. From the time I woke up until the time I went to bed, it felt as though the giant ceiling was crushing me to death. Ooh. I don't hate my parents, I respect them. I'm proud of them. That much has never changed. So then, what did I hate about Sundays? Alright. Ooh,
okay.
That's kind of cool. Report from the computer room. Report from the computer room. So far, the Zero Sail is looking just peachy. Just kick back and enjoy this little voyage through the sea of time. We've got 150 kilometers to cross. At our current reduced speed, I think it should take us about an hour or so. Gordolf is not excited. Oh! Uh-oh, somebody's not happy about this trip. What happened to all that bluster you were spouting just a little while ago? I know this is only our second voyage, but you should be used to this by now. Am I wrong, Gordolf? Oh, yes. Did you need something, technical advisor? Is it tea time already? No. Something you're worried about, Commander? Yeah. Of course not. I wouldn't waste my time on foolish sentiment. I thought I would feel better after we defeated the servant who destroyed Kalia, but I don't. At all. My poor four flush. They were the finest private army I ever had. They may have been a bunch of thugs and hoodlums, but they did their job damn well. After this whole mess is sorted out, I'll need to pay out their life insurance. Oh my god. Once I can scrape together more than a penny to my name, of course. That said, this way of getting around really is beyond the pale. I'm a man of the land, not the sea. Not that I'd hesitate to board a submarine to save humanity, of course.
Of course.
But this, I may be better about sea sickness now, but I don't think I'll ever get used to this zero sail nonsense. So you still feel bad even though you're not seasick? Are you claustrophobic or something? Faux. No, I'm not claustrophobic. I mean that I don't care for this void space business. It's not something I'm just going to get used to. Let me be clear. Getting used to danger means losing sight of security. Oversights, betrayals, bankruptcy, victories, getting revoked by judges, all those sorts of retribution stem from carelessness and arrogance. You can't assume everything will be sunshine and roses just because things happen to go your way once. That's true. Not to mention, verifying the existence of void space may be a great feat, I admit, but be honest, you still don't have a clue what it even is, do you? Well, not really. Why are you looking at me? Okay, Gordolf, I am like the worst mage alive. Why are you looking at me? I make it a rule to never get on any machine I can't drive myself, and yet... Gulp. Void space is something only a tiny handful of mages have ever so much as touched. Just thinking about floating around in there makes me... Oh no, I think I'm about to be sick.
Just don't think about it, Gordolf.
Yeah, you say that, and yet your complexion tells me that you're feeling just fine. Gordolf, no. Mr. Gordolf, I admire your gumption. The rest of the staff are equally versed in science and magecraft, but you, Director, are a mage's mage. That is why traveling through void space puts you so ill at ease. You are keenly aware of both the benefits and risks posed by the zero sail. Yet despite that, you are doing your utmost to remain calm and collected. That is truly keeping a stiff upper lip, as they say, commendable. You must have hit rock bottom quite a few times in your life. Perhaps you're accustomed to being in dire predicaments at this point? I'm accustomed to nothing of the sort. I've never once crossed the finish line in last place, I'll have you know. Cross the finish line in last place? I've never heard an expression like that before, Director Gordolf. Well, maybe he wasn't in first place, but, not last, I guess. Well, of course you have it. Once you get to be a man of my caliber, Miss Mash, even the expressions you use take on a special life of their own.
Okay.
That's the first time he's ever addressed me respectfully. That's Holmes' way of complimenting you, Director. Holmes could use some work when it comes to paying someone a compliment. That's just his way of doing things. I think so too. Mr. Holmes only ever speaks about what he is certain of, after all. Haha, you got that right. That's a hell of a nice way to put it, Mash. Oh, I see. So that's what that was about. If you say so, you may be right. Fo. Ahem. By the way, technical advisor, what's our itinerary for this voyage? What's our itinerary for this voyage look like? Huh? Director Gordol, Da Vinci just briefed us about that right after we arrived in void space.
He was a little bit,
he wasn't feeling well, okay? Hang on, maybe he blacked out after we started the zero sail? Yeah, maybe? Oh. I'm so sorry, Mr. Gordolf. We had no idea you had lost consciousness with your eyes open. What? Come now, don't be absurd. I've handled the G-forces from accelerating over 250 kilometers per hour, I'll have you know. I say, what about you, youngster? Yes, you, Jacqueline. Your file said you frequently fall into REM sleep. I believe it even said you could do it standing up. If I'm not mistaken, is that some special skill of yours? Well, apparently I keep going into random dreams and places. That's right. That's right, I guess. We call it the Jacqueline Rem.
Is that so?
Okay. Huh? No way. I was just kidding about the skill part. Are you people alright? Even he's questioning us. At any rate, it seems you doze off just as easily as I do. Do you remember what the briefing was about? Perhaps now would be a good time to review all that, while we're at it. Cause, yeah, you are totally listening.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a good point. I'm sorry. Oh, but as for Senpai, I think she went off to have lunch with Fo after we left on the Zero Sale. Ha 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 ha. You heard the man, Davichi. Would you be so kind as to summarize our current situation for him? Sure, if that's what he wants. Okay, let's go over our immediate itinerary again. Okay. We've just entered the Scandinavian peninsula, right around here. At the moment, we're still diving through the storm wall. On our current route, we should then emerge here in northern Europe at the southern part of Sweden. It's only a 10-kilometer trip, but since we don't have any connection to Scandinavia, surfacing at our intended destination will come down to a combination of a dice roll and my navigational genius.
Alright, we'll leave it to you.
And since I've got my hands full making sure our coordinates don't go fluctuating all over, we may have no way of knowing if there will be any hostile entities on the other side. So be ready for an even rougher emergence than the one we went through in Russia. So in other words, entering one of these lost belts inevitably comes down to the luck of the draw, eh? Just to make doubly sure, is there any way we could ignore the Scandinavian lost belt and head straight to the North Sea? Certain conditions need to be in place for us to emerge inside a lost belt, right? Then why go out of our way to do that? Even if we don't know the Wandering Sea's exact coordinates, if we can just get to the North Sea. I know, but I'm afraid that's just not possible. We're currently skimming right next to the border between reality space and void space. It's the only way we can peek into reality from void space, which we have to do if we're going to emerge somewhere we lack a connection to. In addition, the amount of power the shadow border consumes in this mode is directly affected by the amount of real-world distance we travel. I mean, it would have to be given that we're following reality so closely. And at our current power levels, there's no way the border can zero sail more than 300 kilometers near the mirror world plane. So we have to emerge in the Scandinavian Lost Belt if we're going to stock up for the journey to the Wandering Sea. I see. This zero sail business sounds good on paper, but certainly has more than its share of drawbacks, doesn't it? Basically, if we want to go diving and emerging wherever we like, yes? Well, we can't. Neither the border nor myself are up to that. At least not right now. Sorry, Gordy. Grr. Sorry, and 6 pence won't even get you a decent cup of tea these days. Fine. You're saying you want a real lab with full facilities, right? Once we make our way through Scandinavia and meet up with the Wandering Sea, then things should improve at least a little, yes? You got it. I'm glad you're such a quick study. So, as I was saying earlier, just kick back and enjoy the last bit of our voyage. We're currently off from real-world time by about 10 days. We'll emerge from void space as soon as we're through the storm wall. That's not bad. So it's just like what happened in Russia. Then that would mean one of those enormous trees really is here in Scandinavia too. Indeed. We could see it for ourselves before we began our journey through the storm wall. If we just so happen to emerge near the Tree of Emptiness, we will need to choose between leaving Scandinavia behind or investigating the tree. Regardless, we'll no doubt need to make our way across a considerable bit of land once we reach the inside of this lost belt. I encourage you all to remain calm and in control so that we may better react to whatever awaits us. ... I wonder if this lost belt will be anything like Russia's. Well, it'll be kinda cold, I guess. Maybe? Though when the Russian Tree of Emptiness came crashing down, it did so in a rather indecipherable... Oh, what is this? What was that?
That's what I want to know.
Why were those radar beeps so loud? Is something coming towards us? Ooh. Something's pinging
our omnidirectional sonar. What the? There's something with a fixed wavelength moving around? Something's with a fixed wavelength. Do you mean there's something else here besides the shadow border? Wait, what? Hold on, just hold on. You mean to tell me there's something alive out there in void space? Well, that's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Fo-fo! Indeed, under normal circumstances, nothing could possibly exist in void space, unless it were itself composed of void. There are exceptions, though. Namely, the all-terrain void transporter Shadow Border, its crew, and the Paper Moon. And that can only mean there's someone or something else that can travel via Zero Sail? If there were, it would require technology that surpasses Atlas's. I wish I could say that were entirely impossible, but we can't rule it out. I guess it's the power of the Age of Gods, maybe?
Yeah.
Da Vinci, are you seeing anything on your end? Your eyes should be a good deal sharper than ours. I'm sorry, but I've got my hands full keeping track of the real world's terrain. I can't spare any cameras to see what might be near us. Oh, but I have noticed one thing that's strange. The Shadow Border's been running really smoothly for a while now. So there's definitely something out there in our vicinity. I just couldn't tell you what it is.
What's up with that?
That was a weird line break. Wow, okay. The Border's also got Magecraft and Spirit radars in addition to the sonar, but they're not turning anything up either. Since I can't imagine there could be anything living in void space, I'm guessing it's using solution-like wave conduction, but we Director Gordel? We're under attack! Oh boy. Oh, who was it that was saying the old man had gotten used to this stuff? It must be some sort of monster or servant with the ability to Zero Sail. They could be anywhere. Yes, that's a distinct possibility. Rasputin mentioned something along those lines too. As I recall, he said that while he was unable to freely move between Lost Belts, Koinskaya could do so. It's difficult to imagine she employs the same method that we do, but she may well have her own means of crossing dimensions. There, you see? You all saw Ivan the Terrible for yourselves. Those Lost Belts are obviously full of monsters. It wouldn't surprise me at all if one of them was a rider with just that sort of skill. Do you even hear yourself? This is void space. This whole dimension shouldn't even exist. There's no way there could be anything here besides the border. A creature or heroic spirit with the ability to conduct a Zero Sail. I know Miss Miyamoto wanders between parallel worlds, but only in that she tumbles from one to another. She's only a drifter who keeps falling through realities because all other possibilities have abandoned her. There's no being in all of reality space besides us who can freely travel between dimensions. That, at least, was what Atlas Institute's Trismegistus said as of 2018. Still, it's not something we can rule out entirely. That we are here ourselves means it must be possible for someone else to be as well. That's true. Couldn't you have kept that to yourself, Holmes? You're just gonna work the old man up even more. Oh? Did it just get even closer? Please calm down, Director. I know this may not help put your mind at ease, but I think I sense something. Something close. What is it? Is it something we've seen before? No, I don't think so, but strangely enough, I also don't think that whatever it is malicious. In fact, I think it might even be kind of warm and comforting.
How do you... Okay.
Okay. Oh, come now. That standard demon operating procedure. That's standard demon okay. They bait their hook with kindness. Well, I'm not falling for it. I'm going to listen to my own instincts. Listen up, all of you. I have no desire to become an adventure-crazed nut like the rest of you, but even I can see that making an emergency exit out of void space is our best option here. Therefore, as the director of Chaldea, I am ordering the Shadow Border to make an immediate emergency exit into reality space. An emergency exit? I want to take Mash's side here, but I have to admit Gordolf has a point.
One thing's for sure, there's something out there that even I can't see. We shouldn't take that lightly. So my vote is for the emergency exit. As luck would have it, we're very close to the end of the storm wall. That said, there's one thing I want to go over first. We've already crossed the border. We're currently in what used to be southern Sweden, somewhere inside the Scandinavian Lost Belt. But when we emerge, the risks will be even greater than they were back in Russia. Cutting out the future predictions in order to force our way back to reality could result in the entire shadow border coming apart. And it's not just the border. All of you could end up seriously hurt as well. If yourselves from 10 days ago happen to overlap with yourselves from now, just having your bodies catch up with your own regulatory functions would be enough to make you vomit. Are you okay if that ends up happening? Of course, as this vehicle's central processing unit, I'll be doing my best to avoid that. Of course. At this point, a little nausea is nothing. Just get us the hell out of here, Da Vinci. I don't want to spend another second with this unknown thing if I can help it. I'm responsible for all of your lives here. As such, I refuse to continue a voyage in which such close proximity to an unknown entity.
In such close proximity.
Yes. What did I say?
In which close proximity or something. It's okay, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, that. Okay. Get the shadow border to the surface right now. Don't make me repeat myself again. Just hurry. Alrighty. If you're ready to face the music, I'll do my best to make sure it's a pleasant tune. Minier, I'm going to switch over to manual. We don't want the safety functions putting on the brakes on autopilot. Are you serious? Doesn't that completely go against the manufacturer's recommendation? Well, you know, the manufacturer probably didn't account for this unknown entity.
Yeah.
Initiating high-speed calculations, preparing to emerge in... Oh. Ah! An emergency alert! Everyone, strap in! Take deep breaths while you still can! Don't worry about that alert. We're just putting a little more strain on the hull than it's designed for.
I feel like you need to strap down and take deep breaths.
Yeah.
Gordolf.
Isn't that an incredibly dangerous... Well, I mean, we were already warned, to be fair. Don't worry, Da Vinci knows what she's doing. Yeah, believe in Da Vinci.
Yeah.
Right.
Universal genius.
You're right. I believe in her, senpai. Phew, I really didn't want to resort to this since it gives me a bad fever. This new, smaller body just isn't as resilient as my old one. I'll do whatever I can to help. Patch me into the console if you would. I'll help too. Thank you. I'm afraid I'm relegated to learning by observation myself, but the more hands the better. If only Mr. Babbage were here to assist us. I hear you, but I'm afraid the Spirit Origin briefcase alone just isn't enough to summon him outside of short battles. We'll just have to make do. Man, wouldn't it be great if another Salieri dropped into our laps right now? Like, say, now? Damn it, didn't work. Oh well, worth a shot. Guess we're on our own after all. Alright then, let's do this thing. Activating Paper Moon. Initiating planet navigational chart. Plus minus convergence. Commencing Shadow Border's docking sequence into reality boundary. Disengaging Mirror World. Plane voyage. Through the stratum... Oh wait, is it though? Yeah, though the stratum may dissolve, I continue to exist. Reapplying time flow attraction from reality space. 0.4 second difference between target coordinates and current recognition confirmed. That's well within tolerances, so we are good to go. Emerging from void space, 30 seconds until arrival at reality space. Zero sail complete. Emerging into reality space. Alright, here we go.
Alright, where did we go?
Ooh, yay!
Eternal Icy Fire Sentry. What a name.
Yep.
The Good Fellow of Everlasting Flame? Okay.
It doesn't really roll off the tongue very well.
No, it doesn't.
Yay! Alright,
We are in, so let's go. Okay. Give GSSR. Yeah, I want the GSSR too. Okay, we're fighting berserkers, so... Oh.
Matt is here.
Yeah.
Do you have to bring her? I guess so.
I don't think so. Actually, I'm not sure. This was just what I used to kill the tree.
Oh.
Yeah. Sure, these guys will do. Let's go!
This is probably your QP for me.
Yeah. The Ortonax exoskeleton is operating within expected parameters. Internal pressure regulation, combustion, and weaponry are all good to go. Armored shielder is cleared to deploy. Well, feeling up to this match? Yes, all my readings and transformations are working well, although... What's up? I thought you'd be ejecting me again, but this chamber and model both seem very different. Well, sure, last time we were sending you into the thick of an ongoing battle, but this time we're just having you check out our surroundings. Besides, Master's coming along with you, and we can't go shooting you both out, can we? Ah. Right. Good point. I forgot that Senpai will be joining me. Alright, let's try this again. Are you all set? Yes. Armored shielder, ready to deploy. You got it. Shatterboarder, open the hatch. We are go for our recon mission.
Oh, my eyes got hurt.
Yeah.
Alright, more snow. Yay.
But there's trees. Senpai, how are you feeling, Mash? Aren't you cold? Well, you know, we're probably used to it already. How are you feeling, Bash? Don't worry, I'm feeling fine. And the Ortonax is in great shape, too. Da Vinci really is a genius. Even after all that intense fighting we did in Russia, it's still in perfect working order. Thanks to that, I should be able to use all of my power at any time. All that aside, this place is very snowy, isn't it, Senpai? It's 3 degrees Celsius, but the wind isn't cold at all, and the air feels crisp and clean. Oh,
Wow,
3
it's only
3
3
degrees is nothing. The fact that there's snow...
I'm surprised there's so much snow, to be honest, for 3 degrees.
Well,
okay.
I mean, maybe it like snowed the night before, sort of thing. And
okay, that's
yeah,
fair.
3 degrees is nothing in the winter. It feels like a real winter winter wonderland compared to Russia. That is true. I'm sure the temperature will drop well below 0 once night falls, but right now I'm just enjoying how peaceful it is. Same. This place would get a lot of tourists if it existed in our history. It's really romantic. Lots of tourists. I agree. I was just thinking the same thing. We still don't know exactly what this lost belt is like, but at least this place seems quite peaceful. It's enough to make me hope that maybe not every lost belt is dangerous. But this really isn't the time to wax philosophical. Let's get started, Master. Alright, it's perimeter check time. Just make sure to stay close to the border. Let's check the perimeter. Right, let's start by looking for some sort of hill so we can get a better view of our surroundings. The border is recharging for now, while it stays camouflaged in the snow. Da Vinci said it would take about 3 hours for it to charge up completely, so let's do our best to explore as much as we can in that time.
Alright.
Okay, we've reached the top of that hill. It's nothing but snowy fields as far as I can see. And then there's... Senpai, look! What are we seeing? Ooh, it's the fire. At least I think it is. Look at that! It's a white mountain range stretching on forever, and I think they're made of ice and snow? There's some sort of blue haze to the north, about halfway along the range. Wait, is that... Flames. The mountains are burning.
Pump hazard.
Yes, there's fire burning in the parts without trees. I can't see such a thing happening naturally, so it must be some sort of magecraft at work. So that's what this Lost Belt is. A world of mountains, white ice, and blue flame. And then there's the sun? It's much too big to be the sun, though. This doesn't add up. I've heard parts of Scandinavia can get almost no sunlight for months at a time. But I've never seen anything about the sun being this size. I doubt any such records even exist.
The sun, huh? Why did we zoom up on this mountain?
It's the sun.
Oh, that's the sun?
I think the sun is like here-ish.
Oh, it's like we're zooming up on a mountain. Why? And another thing, I don't see the Tree of Emptiness anywhere. Huh? But we saw it before we went into the storm. That's true. It was clearly visible from the outside, from outside the Lost Belt. I can't imagine it was suddenly wiped from existence, so maybe it's being hidden with Magecraft? Well done on the reconnaissance, you two. We finally had a moment to catch our breath here. Holmes. It seems you're about 500 meters away. Well chosen. That's just about the perfect distance, since we're still unable to detect hostile entities. Thankfully, our emergency exit didn't strain the border as much as we anticipated, but I'm afraid it's still not going anywhere for the time being. Still, we can't afford to waste any time, which is, of course, why we sent the pair of you out to investigate. A land of fire and ice, It seems that this Lost Belt will present its own challenges, as I feared. That's all we can see from here. Thank you, just the same. We have a faint visual here as well. The sun does indeed appear to be far larger than is normal, but it should be tens of billions years before it reaches this size.
Okay.
We still don't understand how drastically a lost belt can change its environment, but if this one has transformed our sun into a red giant, were that the case, forget the ice and snow, the whole world would be a scorched desert.
Which I'm surprised that there's still snow then.
Yeah. Miss Curelight may be able to survive such an environment, but Miss Jacqueline most assuredly would not. No, I wouldn't. Yes, which means that may not actually be our sun. Okay. So it may well be something that looks like the sun, but in fact is not. I don't recall anything along those lines in Scandinavian or Germanic folklore, but I'll take another look just in case. What about the fire? Those flames don't look like your typical forest fire. Yeah, they don't. That would be because they aren't. Take a look. Nothing is actually burning. I'm not sure how it works, but the fire appears to be something entirely separate and floating above the mountains.
Okay.
Mysterious to be sure, but there is little cause to doubt this phenomenon is the result of some form of magecraft. Whatever it is, it must be the work of a cryptor or a Lost Belt servant. That I can say for certain. Assuming it's a Lost Belt servant, what could their true name be? I wonder. Mr. Holmes really hit the nail on the head, senpai. Well, of course he did. He's famous for always finding the truth of any situation right away. And of course for captivating readers with his brilliant and elegant deductions.
You're truly his fan.
Ha ha ha, thank you, Miss Curelight, though I must admit it is a touch embarrassing to be so effusively praised for the novelization of my cases. But perhaps that's not so bad every once in a while. I'm not usually one to skip right to the conclusion, but yes, I'm quite certain that the one who created those flames is... What is it? Do calm yourself, foe. Foe, Q. Foe? What is it? Something wrong? Oh boy.
Okay.
Enemies. Yay. Oh, is it those like giant rock things? Master, get behind me. We've just discovered an enormous humanoid creature. Oh. An enormous humanoid creature, you say? I see. That is troubling. Most troubling indeed. He appears to be about 5 meters tall. His arms are also very long, and he's wearing some sort of mask. I think he's speaking a language of some kind, but... can't understand that. I can't make out what he's saying. It sounds more like an animal howling than any language I know of. Hello? Bonjour? Guten Tag? Ni hao? Konnichiwa? Please listen to me. We are not your enemy. We don't mean you any harm. We are... yeah, I
Ooh.
don't think it's listening.
Clearly falling on deaf ears.
It's no use, Smash. He doesn't understand. It's no use. Master, I'm afraid he's coming right for us, as expected. He's about to attack. Get ready to fight. I'll back you up. I'll back you up. Understood. Moving to intercept the hostile.
Alright.
So it is those super tall
Giant
things with the
thingies
stick.
with the thick staff.
Yeah.
Rock stick thing.
Yeah.
You're like, rock things? I'm like, what rock things? But then I was thinking of those giants too. I'm like, are they made of rocks?
I don't know what they are.
They don't really look
Yeah,
rock-like
no,
to me.
yeah, never mind.
They have spears.
They're just...
It's a Jotun.
Jotun.
I probably did not pronounce that correctly. But...
Yeah, it's okay, me neither. So I probably should have used another servant, but...
Well, I mean, you didn't know who was gonna be there, so that's okay. Drake can do it.
I'm just like really fearing fighting Sigurd because I remember his crits really hurt, and yeah.
Well, I mean, you've got a bunch of archers, I feel like
and
it should be fine.
No, they get like one-shotted by him.
I don't remember, man.
That's all I remember.
Oh, that fight, we have not reached it yet, so
Yeah,
you don't
yeah,
need to worry.
I know. Oh, for once I can use Mash's Buster skill. Hmm.
I feel like my efforts getting Vlad to bond 10 is going faster than my efforts to get Vlad to bond 9. Because I feel like that took forever, but now I'm
maybe
like...
because you brought him to Anastasia.
Maybe. Usually these story chapters give a lot of EXP, but yeah. I'm kind of excited because it's going a little bit faster than I thought it would be.
You know, the first time I played LB2, I was kind of like, why is it a snowy place again? Like, I don't have issues with snowy places. It's just that, you know, it kind of seemed redundant after we just came from a snowy place.
Yeah, I get that. Ooh.
Like, I probably should use Mash's NP, but honestly,
it's fine. I think it'll be okay.
don't want to. Who does more damage? I don't even know. Waver or Mash?
I mean, I would assume Waver does because...
I don't
just
actually
because
know.
Waver has 10 more levels, but...
Okay. Greek is so cool.
She is. I love her so much. I wish I had her. I feel like I say that a lot, but I really wish I did. I really wish I did.
Alright, cool. Alright.
Is it time to bring more casters? Wow, you have a lot of Berlin supports.
Yeah, I know.
Did he say early Merry Christmas?
What?
As their support message? Okay.
Yeah, okay. Well, someone's really excited for that, I guess. Oh yeah, I have you to- let's figure out how to use you.
Yeah, might as well.
Oh,
Just get rid of,
yeah, well, yeah. Oh, I didn't, well, it's okay, I'll give him an NP upgrade eventually. Oh, I haven't brought you in a long time. Whatever, that's fine.
I mean, you probably don't need beginning of the journey, but...
Yeah, honestly, there we go. I feel like that's better.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm so glad for CE swaps.
I'm so happy about that. That's my favorite update by far.
Huff huff. Exclamation mark. The battle is over. We've neutralized the threat. Mash, you're looking really tired. Why don't we head back to the border? Let's do that. Thank you for your concern, Master, but I'm alright. The sudden attack just had me a little out of breath is all. It's nothing to worry about. All my vital signs are fine. I'm still good to go. I'm doing my best to analyze the recording and battle data now, but at this point I can only say that the creature you fought is like nothing we've seen. Yeah. Neither a heroic spirit nor a demonic beast. He was simply an enormous humanoid creature native to Scandinavia, one that could not possibly exist in the 21st century. A giant... Did you say a giant? As in mythical giants? I guess it's a giant. Correct. I'm pleased you are already familiar with them. I read that a number of powerful giants used to live in Scandinavia. Of course, this was all a long time ago. In the modern era, there have barely been any giant sightings in Sweden, Denmark, or Norway. I believe most of them were during the Age of Gods, back when the old mystics still existed. I'm sure there's some exceptions, but even so, to encounter one out of nowhere like this... Both Gordolf and Mr. Munier are in something of a tizzy about this impossible encounter, but yes, in the year 2020, giants have long since ceased to exist. And yet, you've obviously just met one. Albeit one that tried to kill you even after you attempted to communicate with him, but still. ... I caught a glimpse of his eyeball, what am I saying? Of his eyes behind the mask, and he seemed consumed by bloodlust.
Okay.
So in this version of Scandinavia, creatures from the Age of Gods still live. That is most troubling. I had considered the possibility, but I didn't think it would prove to be true so soon. Damn you, Cryptors! Damn you for throwing something like this at us in only the second Lost Belt! Have you no sense of restraint?
Why hold back, right?
Right. That said, we are far from completely helpless. Miss Curelight, Miss Jacqueline... To begin, I've updated our database with everything I could determine about this creature. We were unable to detect it from the border because Chaldea had no information about ancient giants. Furthermore, I also learned something rather unexpected about the ice and snow surrounding us. What about them? They are imbued with a faint magical energy. The trace is so minute that only an expert mage would even be able to detect it at all. This small amount of magical energy created enough interference in our equipment that we were unable to detect the giant's approach. Da Vinci is still quite upset about it. She says being plugged into function as a bio unit dulls her senses. Nonetheless, I'll do my best to update our data immediately. I'm also sending an update for the Ortonaxis firmware. Wow, that's convenient. So high-tech. Right, confirming update now. Master! I'm picking up new hostiles in our periphery. There's at least several ice beasts traveling alongside another giant.
Okay.
We need to get out before we're surrounded. Let's make a break for the border, Mash. Let's go.
Run.
Understood. Well, it looks like they caught up to us. I can see them up ahead, Master. Time to fight then. Alright. These whatever beasts and giants don't stand a chance.
Yeah. I just found it really strange because a a lot of my friends are holding, their waivers are holding personal training. Oh, I think that's Master EXP? Well, whatever. Alright. Whatever, Shisan. Just call her Shisan. Yeah, you're up. Your debut battle. Whoa. I realized the other day. Honestly, she's not that bad. It was secretly an Agartha read up, and I was like, ah. Honestly, look at that. I think she gets a lot of flack, but she's really not as bad as people make it up. It's a guard! Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying. Honestly, I really like her NP though. Well, I was just gonna say, my only problem with her is that I find her NP a bit long. It is. So it's a little bit hard to spam, but... I mean, not hard to spam, but you know, like, hard to go through a lot. Yeah, yeah. Quickly, at least, but she's not too bad. Let's go. Actually, let's... Oh, Da Vinci did a lot more than I thought she would. Well, apparently there's an error, but we'll just see on our end, but we'll see if streaming is still okay, and if everything is fine, we'll just continue, but if not, then I guess we can start up another one. Yeah. Let's see, I'm just gonna check. No, it looks okay to us. It looks okay on our end. That's interesting. If there's anything wrong with your end, just let us know. And then we'll see if we can fix it or anything else. Well, it looks like it's okay now, so alright. The air is gone, so that's fine, I suppose. Good then, I guess. Actually, does this give her NP? No, but okay, here you go. I think maybe just because you saw it, the first time or something. Yeah, yeah. So then it was regular speed. Yeah, this one's much faster. Yeah. Ooh, she did not do that much damage. Okay. Well, to be fair, I'm not really buffing her a lot. Looks like I need to start bringing some single target dudes or something. If I have to fight more of these. I mean, you're bringing like however many 100k HP Jotuns. Well, I mean, you have a couple of casters with you, and you know, they're not exactly known for their damage. Yeah. Yeah, that is true. No. Come on, guys, you can do it! Oh, Da Vinci. So close. Alright, there we go. Well, hopefully this should do it. Alright.
That should wrap things up for now. We've defeated another giant and several ice beasts. I no longer detect any hostiles or magical energy signals in our vicinity. Ah. Wait, you're right, Mr. Holmes. I can sense faint magical energy around us, coming from the snow. Maybe it's a Lost Belt servant that can control snow? Could a giant be controlling the snow? Maybe it's that? I don't know. I'm not sure, but that certainly seems possible. Let's hash that stuff out later, you two. For now, you should hurry back to the border. Holmes, from now on, maybe start waiting until people are in a safe location before you start with your long-winded explanations. There's no guarantee there aren't other giants still lying in wait out there. Both of you, get your butts back here, and be careful. Anyway, great job collecting all this data right after we emerge. This should be a big help.
Alright.
Back to the border. Alright. Oh good, you're back. Welcome home, you two. It's good to be back. The Ortonax is working wonderfully. Thank you again for that. Glad to hear it. Gordolf's having a little rest. He said he was having a nervous breakdown or something.
Oh no.
I guess the emergency exit was pretty hard on him. Guess all that worrying he did about scouting out our surroundings after we emerged was for nothing. I wouldn't say that. He's trying to keep us safe in his own way. Naturally, his primary concern is his own survival, but that's still an important part of being a leader. When things get dangerous, you snap to attention. When things get dicey, you get right the hell out. That's how things are supposed to go, but the further removed the higher-ups get from the action, the softer they get when it comes to making those calls. So in that sense, Director Gordolf is exceedingly good at his job. I'm not sure why, but he seems to treat any danger his field operatives are in danger to his own life. Wait. I'm not sure why, but he seems to treat any danger his field operatives are in as danger to his own life. There we go. I wonder what that's all about. Maybe he had a really strict tutor growing up or something? You know, like someone teaching him to think about war from the perspective of the people he's sending out onto the battlefield? Oh yeah, I see what you mean. That would definitely explain some things. Now that you mention it, he always looked like he was in a lot of pain whenever Jacqueline was in a tight spot back in Russia. Talk about empathy. No wonder he was always kicking up such a fuss. At any rate, make sure you write up the recon findings in a nice report template when you hand it off to him. If you don't mind, that ought to be more than enough to keep old Gordy in the loop. On a different note, you guys really had a rough time out there, didn't you, Yes, we did. Giants are beings from the Age of Gods. Not even mages have seen more than an occasional fossil of them. Any survivors in areas where mystics were still in full force were probably seen as threats and taken out by the heroes of their respective ages. They're certainly not something you'd run into every day, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys didn't see hide nor hair of them in any of the 7 eras you reshifted to, right? Not even in the actual Age of Gods. And now we just happen to run into not 1 but 2 in modern-day Scandinavia? I believe those giants you encountered were Jotnar, members of the Jotun race of giants. In the Age of Gods, the Norse world was composed of 9 realms. One such realm was... oh god. One such realm was Muspelheim, the land of flame. Another was Niflheim, the land of ice, which through which an icy river of poison flowed. Well, that sounds dangerous. When these 2 realms collided, the poisonous frost melted. Then when it was exposed to Muspelheim, I probably said that wrong. Whatever. Muspelheim's heat grew into a tremendous giant. This was Ymir, said to be the ancestor of all Norse giants.
The race of giants that went on to spring forth from Ymira's body were called the Jotun, the Frost Giants. These giants were truly beings belonging to the era when gods walked the earth. At times, the Jotnar would mix with the Norse gods, giving birth to new gods and giants alike. It's said that the surviving Jotnar eventually fell out of mythology and went on to become trolls. But what you two saw today were no trolls. They were most definitely Jotnar. ... Full. You sure sound certain. You know a lot about giants, Holmes. Do you know a lot about giants? Ha ha ha. Well, I am Sherlock Holmes, you realize? I am the one who finds the truth regardless of my spirit origin. I believe I said as much when I introduced myself. No, sorry, I'm just having you on a bit. You see, the paper moon is not the only thing I picked up while I was visiting the Atlas Institute. Shocked face. Try Hermes. Precisely. While there, I came in contact with the pseudo-spiritron calculation engine. Try Hermes. When I did so, I happened to peruse some secret medical data pertaining to giants. Well, that's convenient. Now I see, Holmes, you rascal. Okay. Ha ha ha. I don't see what's so funny. Don't you ha 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 me, Buster. You're supposed to tell me these things before I need to know them. It's not fair that you get to do all the fun exposition. Besides, we're a team. You know we should be pooling our knowledge and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I shall take that under advisement, especially considering it comes from none other than the great Leonardo da Vinci herself. All that said, I could certainly use a bit more information myself. Is this simply a Norse lost belt where a once lost race of giants still runs amok? No, I very much doubt that is all there is to it. Right. The ones you saw today were powerful beings of mystics, but they were still living creatures. If nothing else, I can say for sure that the beings we encountered weren't servants. Correct. They were indeed absolutely not servants. Based on what we know from Russia, we can assume there is a being here who rules over this lost belt, and a cryptor who tends to the Tree of Emptiness. While our primary concern is with the latter, there remains a strong possibility that we will come into conflict with the former as well. That said, our goal this time does not include engaging them in battle. Our intent is to cross Scandinavia without them ever knowing we were here. Easier said than done. Yep, exactly. Still, we should really take a little break first, don't you think? Thankfully, there's a lot more magical energy concentrated here than there was in Russia, so the border shouldn't have any problems recharging. We'll set off again in a little while, so make sure you two rest up while you can. Hiking across snowy mountains does a real number on your legs and back, you know. I very much recommend getting those kinks ironed out while you can. Right. But first, I almost forgot, Mr. Holmes. Yes, Miss Curelight? I'm sorry, but back when we had just looked over the mountain range, remember how you and Senpai were talking? At the time, there was something else we wanted to ask about. Oh, right. What's the deal with that fire we saw? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, the strange fire that kept burning without spreading. Do you know what it is, Mr. Holmes? I can't say no for certain. I only have a hypothesis, albeit one in which I am quite confident. I suppose that would make this more of an induction than a deduction. At any rate, yes, that fire is none other than...
Of course.
Yeah, of course. Another alert! Fo! What the hell? Are our sensors busted? Crap, no, it's worse. They're working perfectly.
Oh no.
Under attack. Jacqueline, Holmes, a freaking enormous magical energy signal just popped up near us out of nowhere. It's like a magical reactor core. This monster is on par with the... Oh god. Angraboda, powered by the Great Grail we saw in London.
I don't remember what happened in London anymore.
I remember we saw Solomon.
I only remember Tesla.
And then
Tamamo
Babbage.
and what's
and a whole bunch of
Kinkoki
ghosts.
at the end.
And there was Jack. And I just media'd the shit out of everything. Alright. Oh, rip Sherlock.
I wanted to see you bring. Oh, but he's NP5.
Oh, 10, 10, 10. I need mash. Let's see. Moriarty. I don't think his skills are leveled up.
Let's bring anybody.
Okay, I don't think this is gonna work. Should I bring like...
Let's bring like Tristan or something.
Alright, let's see who we've got. I feel like I need more like...
More firepower.
More firepower, but also more like... tanks. So like Dion or something.
Dion. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Ooh, I got a vice bond to bond 5.
Okay, no. Archers first.
Oh, we have repeating quest things now?
Yeah, we do. That was with the update.
That's nice.
Tristan!
Just bring, I don't know.
He's not really great at getting his NP, but nor is Moriarty. Oh, I should give them better Cs. Oh, shoot, okay.
Wait, do we know this is Sigurd?
Okay, we'll pretend it's not Sigurd first, and then we'll just go for it. Alright.
Section 2.
I mean, Assault of the Demonic Sword. Not Sigurd.
Not Sigurd.
We're only bringing Sherlock out to fight. Damn it, we had no warning whatsoever. The thing just appeared out of nowhere. It's most likely a servant. They may have been using their spirit form. Ah, that's true. A servant could sneak up like that. Mr. Munier, is that servant from proper human history? Or maybe... Well, their spirit origins patterns matches what's registered in Chaldea, but their color seems like it might be a little different.
Color?
Sorry, I don't know. All I can say for sure is that they're hostile. At least if that massively powerful curse packed into the magical energy they've got aimed right at us is anything to go by, they are. A Lost Belt servant. The border spirit radar is one of the most sensitive in the world. If it failed to detect this servant until now, then they are probably getting some help with their presence concealment. Had they wished to do so, I have no doubt they could have gotten much, much closer. And yet, they instead chose to release their spirit form right in front of us, making their presence known. They must be incredibly confident, or perhaps incredibly cruel. Mr. Bunier, can you put them up on the monitor? No, I can't. They're right in our blind spot. Wow. And how the hell can you all be so calm about this anyway? I mean, I know we can't exactly put the borders pedal to the metal right now, but still. What do we do? Do we tell the rest of the staff about this? Most of them are still on break. For that matter, don't you think we should get going already, Da Vinci? Not just yet. The servant may still be trying to figure out where we are. No doubt they are aware we are nearby, but I believe they are unable to determine our exact location. That said, the longer we stay, the greater our chances of being discovered. As good as the border's camouflage is, it does not render us invisible. It is good at keeping its magical energy hidden, but it doesn't help if someone starts searching the old-fashioned way. Well, Holmes, Jacqueline, what do you want to do? Let's go. Do we keep quiet and hope they don't find us? No, we shouldn't just wait around. Whoever they are, we can't let them into the border. Yeah, we can't. Indeed not. Allowing an intruder on board would be the worst possible scenario by far. None of the staff are fighters, after all. The moment an enemy gets inside is the moment our little adventure comes to an abrupt end.
Pretty much.
Mr. Munier, what is the latest on our mysterious foe? Have they moved at all since appearing? No, they haven't moved a muscle since they showed up, but I still can't see anything on the monitor. They're right in the middle of our blind spot. Then it would seem they're waiting to see how we react. Bold, yet with a touch of caution. Da Vinci, I'd like you to start up the border's engine the moment we step outside. Make sure it's ready to depart at any time. You got it, but make sure you buy us enough time for it to warm up, okay? I'm well aware. Now then, shall we be on our way, Miss Curulite and Miss Jacqueline? Given that we are the only ones here capable of fighting, it must fall to us to greet any hostile boorish guests. Right. I've got my exoskeleton ready to go, so I can activate it at a moment's notice. As long as it's just for a few minutes, I should be able to fight. I'm all set too. Senpai! Alright, let's go get slaughtered. We make an emergency dive! No, we're not! No, we're not, Gordo. I will not have you going out to face an unknown and extremely powerful foe. I absolutely forbid it! An emergency dive is the only viable option. What are we gonna keep doing? Diving and coming back? Diving and coming back?
I guess.
Jeez, man. Director Gordo, you're awake now? Of course I'm awake, and I overheard your entire conversation. A situation like this calls for a retreat, not meeting the enemy on their own terms. Traversing this lost belt to make a getaway is out of the question as well.
Well, they might be okay, you know.
If the enemy has found us out, then our first order of business is to hide again, and that means a zero sail. They'll never find us once we dive back into void space, so we can make a clean getaway. That's true, if our safety is our top priority, but that's definitely an option. We'd have to figure out how to get back to reality once we set sail, but it would give us a secure way out of this particular predicament. That said, are you sure about this? We still haven't finished reapplying the logic formula. There's a non-zero chance that our armor just comes off in void space and we end up adrift there forever.
That's not good.
Yeah, that's bad. Let's see, I'd say the odds of that happening are maybe 0.003%.
Okay, well, I guess that's not too high.
That's nothing. I've never even come close to winning a race in my own vehicle with odds like that. At any rate, given that our only master is still unable to summon servants, fighting one this powerful is out of the question. Need I remind you of the sort of enemies we faced back in Russia? I mean, we were just there. These Lost Belt servants are tremendously powerful. I learned that lesson all too well when one of them destroyed Chaldea. Just because the girl is able to fight now doesn't mean you should run to every battle at every chance you get. That is true. As your commander and your director, I will support whatever option I feel offers the best chance of survival, no matter how slight the difference. No, in fact, this is an order. As my advisors, it's your job to justify my decisions, not mine. And let's not forget our biggest concern here. We don't even know who this mysterious, probably Lost Belt servant even is. In which case, the only option I will even consider is for us to make our escape. You never waver when it comes to keeping us all alive, huh? Alright, I'll trust your instincts here. Sorry, Holmes, sorry, Jacqueline. The servant outside is so strong that I'm taking the ship back to void space. I'm not saying you wouldn't survive the encounter with whoever it is out there, just that it'd get real ugly real fast. And if the fight ended up damaging the border as well, that'd be bad news for all of us.
That's true.
So we're doing another zero sail? Still, if that means Mash and Jacqueline can avoid this fight, I guess it's for the best. Right. You take the wheel, Bunier. I'm gonna head back to the computer room and plug into the border. Director Holmes, I'm leaving this place in your hands while I go verify our existences as perfectly as ever. So, change of plans, I guess? Guess I better buckle up. Yeah?
I guess so.
Right, I'll go along with whatever you decide, Senpai. Arrgh, here we go again. Has it ever once even occurred to you to obey your commander? Hey, at least now we're all discussing our opinions. That's a big step up from how things were before. You should be proud for inspiring this change, boss man. Fo. I can tell you're just buttering me up, Bunier. At any rate, let's get this zero sail started before that servant makes a move. Okay, I'm patched in and all synced up. Expanding void reality observation device, Paper Moon. All hands be seated, and need I remind you, do not forget your seatbelts.
Very important.
Po. Expanding logic formula on Shadow Border's external armor. Expansion is currently at 90%, 93%, 98%. There, now we just dive in and make up the rest as we go along. Removing existence verification for reality space. Shorten future prediction. Hypothetically prove mirror world plane in 10 seconds. Relaxing space-time friction decompression for 0.9 seconds. Good. Looks like we made it just in time, Holmes.
Let me take over the wheel, Mr. Munier. In the meantime, would you be so kind to keep your eyes on the sensors? You got it. Shadow border, untether from reality. Void space dive, zero sail, unfurl. Alright, here we go again, I guess.
Oh.
But not. Alright then. Senpai, I still have sensation in my extremities, and I can still feel normal gravity. Does this mean the zero sail failed? Feels like something dragged us up.
Okay.
Wow. Alright. Well, what's going on? This isn't void space. Did we fail to dive? Are we still stuck in reality? They got us good. Whoever's out there sensed our spells going off and caught us in a split second. They're physically holding us back. Wow. I'm impressed. Just their physical strength exceeds the border's maximum output. Wow. Did you say physical strength? The magical energy signal is getting stronger. Wait, hang on. The servants literally grabbed hold of the border. That's what I imagined.
Yeah, me too.
Well, rip
kind of
us,
scary.
I guess. What the?
Imagine it like a horror movie.
Yeah, right? Are we floating? Oh my god, he's like grabbing us like... Do not remove your seatbelts. All hands assume crash positions. Oh! Okay.
I don't feel like we're okay from that.
Kill. Ugh, what happened? I don't understand. Ugh, so dizzy. Is everyone alright? Are you hurt, Senpai? I'm fine, just a little dizzy. I'm fine. I think. Thank goodness. They just picked us up. Did we do a barrel roll and crash?
I think so.
I think so. Yes, I felt the same thing. It was as though the shadow border was picked up and then flung somewhere far away. Wow. That is precisely what happened. The hostile servant stopped our zero sail in its tracks before simply tossing us like a baseball.
Wow.
That is truly incredible strength. Perhaps they're a berserker? Whatever their class, they clearly possess immense strength to perform such a feat. Yeah. I expect they are a rather combat-oriented servant, probably one focusing on being on the front lines, but... Attention please, I'm afraid that crash completely shut down all our navigation systems. Well, that sucks. I can try to bypass the damaged systems, but even that's going to take some time. And then there's all the damage to the suspension. Luckily, we didn't end up completely upside down, but we're still not going anywhere anytime soon. I'm sorry, everyone. We can't dive or run away on land anymore. You have nothing to apologize for, Da Vinci. The fault lies with our uninvited guest, not you.
Yeah.
Then you mean we're out of options? This is bad. Really, really bad.
You just stay right there, Gordel.
You're damn right it is. Magical energy signal incoming. I can tell this heroic spirit is some kind of big shot. And I'm pretty sure they're done waiting around since they're headed straight for us.
Alright.
100 meters, 50 meters. Damn it, now they're straight on top of us. Oh, they're on top of us? Oh, rip the border. Oh, full Q. The magical energy signature that I'm pretty sure is the servant has collided with our exterior. It's melting our external armor now.
That's not okay.
Oh. What kind of barbarian are they? It sounds like they're trying to cut their way through our defenses. Do they realize how much time I spent reinforcing this armor? There's no way anything should be able to break through it this easily.
I mean, it's a servant.
Yeah. I mean, the old me spent a ton of time making sure of that. We have... Oh, what kind of weapon or noble phantasm do they have that could possibly do this? Senpai! Right, let's go, Mash, let's go! Hold it, you two! Don't you think you should wait a bit and see what's happening before you? I mean, he's already here, man!
Yeah, how much more do we
have to wait? We don't have time to wait and see anymore. I'm sorry, but it's all up to you two now. Holmes, you go with them too, but watch out. That servant's magical energy is right up there with Ivan's. Make sure you don't hold anything back, or you might not be coming back at all. Got it? I'm well aware. I saw their spirit origin for myself earlier. If nothing else, I can promise this. I will keep Miss Jacqueline alive. In the meantime, Da Vinci, please focus on keeping yourself and the border safe, and getting us up and running as quickly as possible. Okay. I've opened the hatch. I can confirm the hostile servant is on the border's port side. That's enough. Step away from there right now. Let's see who it is. Wow, who knew? Well now,
heroic spirit.
Vast heroic spirit. So that unsightly slab is this thing's door then? Is that a lost belt servant? But then what is this ominous feeling I sense from their spirit origin? So, a human and 2 heroic spirits. No wait, neither of you are pure heroic spirits, are you? You've both got something else mixed in. Hehe, hybrids then. Interesting. The hostile servant is closing in. Now I see. You certainly do appear to be a powerful heroic spirit. The border's external armor is one thing, but to think you even cut your way down to the multi-layered bounded field surrounding the inner hull. Back at Chaldea, Da Vinci, Nitocris, and Paracelsus all worked to ensure those bounded fields would be as strong as any from the Age of Gods. They should have been as strong as a fortress made of divine iron, yet you cut through them like so much butter. Wait, you cut through them like so much butter. Okay. And without even revealing your true name. Fascinating. Tell me, how did such a powerful demonic sword possibly come to be? ... Are his eyes glowing red? Yes, they are. It was right. It is a demonic sword then. I thought it seemed far too dark to be a sacred sword. I don't talk to humans. Well, now, I guess. Kuh! You keep going, Mash. He hit so hard, and he's still only using that short sword at his waist. This must be the incredible strength that let him pick the border up and just throw it. Yeah, you think?
Yeah.
Holmes also called the hybrid Mash's living service. Oh.
Yeah, that's quite interesting, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't really know too much about him because, like, you know.
So mysterious.
Yeah. I'm
that
kind of
is true.
interesting. I'm kind of interested to see if they'll reveal more about him later, I guess.
Yeah.
Because clearly not now.
Yeah. ... You're not getting past me. Mash! I couldn't even see him swing his sword. Oh geez, he's fast too.
Looks like we're all gonna die.
Oh? Well, that's because he didn't. Not his long sword anyway. He's still using that short one. That's how I barely managed to make it out, and only just. He is truly an incredible master swordsman. If only Miss Miyamoto were here right now. Yeah, if only she was here. I'm afraid those were little more than jabs as far as he was concerned, Miss Creolite. Though I'm certain that is not how it felt to you. ... Have you lost your mind, girl? Why are you still standing there? You should be throwing down that impenetrable shield of yours and running for all you're worth by now. You don't look like enough of an idiot to fail to see how outmatched you are. I will endure if I have to. I can't let everything end here. Fo, not again. You shouldn't be here. You need to get back to back inside the border. Oh, excuse me. And thank you for worrying about me. That servant is truly incredibly strong, much stronger than me and the Ortonax. Something about him reminds me of another heroic spirit we've met. I don't know if I can beat him, even with Holmes' help, but still. That doesn't matter. Even if I'm not strong enough, I can't back down. This journey isn't ours alone. Not anymore. Oh. You're right. Maybe it never was. Just because I may not be up to the task in front of me now doesn't mean I can't give up on the journey as a whole. Steel yourself. Yes.
Do it, Kuda.
Fo. A journey, huh? Frankly, I don't care where it is you're going. I have my own destination in mind. I'm afraid this just isn't your lucky day, girl. Or yours, kid. Now that our paths have crossed, I'm going to kill you and take your prized treasure with me. Another short sword. Here he comes. I'll back you up as well.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
But in other news, I got to bond 9 with the stereos.
Yay!
Yay!
The best fluffy boy.
Best fluffy boy. Except for maybe like Lobo or something.
Yeah, I was thinking Lobo too. Damn it, I knew it was Sigurd. Oh, I'm gonna lose. Oh, jeez. Okay. What can we do? It's just like...
Maybe we could try to get Match's NP to up their defense or something.
Yeah.
Just use one of her taunts.
I don't remember if... Oh, okay. Kind of scared to use this. You can do it, Mesh! Trying to think now if I have good single target archers, and I don't think so. Well, I mean, I have... Okay, I have... Oh, yeah, I do.
Girl's pretty good.
I also have,
Robin. Robin's pretty
Robin's
good.
I don't really think I know how to use Moriarty properly. Okay. I mean, it's not like it didn't do anything, but like, oh. So scary. Oh wow, he really is just going for a mash off. Okay. Let's heal you a little bit.
I know Sigurd is kind of scary, but he still sounds so cool.
Why do you think I still want him, okay? Okay.
I love Charles NP.
Yeah, me too. Oh, I had a Buster buff I could use. Oh, whatever. Oh, okay, it's not his NP. Oh, okay, okay. But we're still good for now. I just remember we fight him a few times. And he's scary every time. Okay, cool. Thank you, Holmes. That beam was a big help. No trouble at all, Miss Curlight. I must say though, you certainly don't hold back. Not to say that you are not pulling your punches quite a bit, Lost Belt Servant. I don't suppose you would be so kind as to introduce yourself? ... Yes, I see. Now that I've seen your strength up close, some things have become abundantly clear. Your swordsmanship is exquisite, surely the finest in the Norse lands. You are also immensely strong and have both the knowledge and reflexes to dodge my magical energy beam with ease. You knew, didn't you? You knew I was a heroic spirit capable of using magecraft attacks.
Your wisdom alone is truly a force to be reckoned with. Which means you must be the one who slew the evil dragon and consumed his knowledge. Am I wrong? Oh? You are the child of Sigmund, king of Francia, and this whatever, daughter of King Alimi. Even among other peerless heroes who stand head and shoulders above ordinary people in strength, intelligence, and all other aspects, you were hailed as the greatest warrior king of them all. A phenomenal swordsman who reforged your father's demonic sword, the one he earned after overcoming Odin's trial of Barnskor. Yeah. Then you don't mean you are the fearsome warrior who defeated King Hunding's army, thereby avenging King Sigmund. You are the brave hero who single-handedly slew Blafnir, the evil dragon consumed by greed, who hoarded his riches in the caves of Dar. I can't read this, man. You're the one who made a loyal friend out of Sleipnir's foal, Granny, who would gladly carry you to the ends of the earth. You are the... Oh, okay, just say his name, man. You are the great hero who ate the dragon's heart, gaining unimaginable power and the wisdom of the gods. Your true name is Sigurd. You stand alongside Siegfried as one of the most powerful heroes of all Norse myth. Yes. The Dragon Slayer. However, that raises a number of questions. A true legend you may be, but that doesn't explain where your monstrous strength comes from. More importantly, why do your eyes glow red? Heh. So you're a clever one. On the side of proper human history, Now what, then? Now that you know who you're up against, how do you intend to fight him? Sigurd, the great hero of Norse legend. After seeing how fast, sharp, and heavy his blades are, I'm convinced, and those are just his short swords. He still hasn't swung that, what I believe to be his true blade, the demonic sword Gram, even once. That long red sword, I thought I saw him swing it at least once or twice. That we did. Ah yes, I suppose it would have seemed that way, but I'm afraid bluntly he was doing no more than casually parrying our attacks. Oh. He has yet to use it offensively. We still have not seen what it is truly capable of. Enough of your yapping. Oh. This pressure is intense. No, this isn't over yet. It's not over yet. How are we supposed to survive this? Yeah, I don't know. Ah. A temporary power-up spell? Out of my way. Look out, he's going to use Gram. Die, human. Oh, no you don't. She may be human, but I'm a heroic spirit. One, I might add, who has seen more than his fair share of combat. My apologies, but I can't have you using Gram so close to the border. Yeah!
Yeah, go use your body too.
Yeah, shut up. Oh no!
Oh, no!
Holmes!
Sherlock!
Go! Guess you so-called heroic spirits are more fragile than I thought. Holmes! Senpai! Holmes's right arm is gone! Oh no! Oh no! Keep calm, Mash. Don't worry, I won't let Holmes die, yeah!
I don't know if we can do anything.
Thank you, Senpai. I can be emotional support. I don't know.
While he bleeds out.
Yeah. No! No, we're gonna help him. Go after him. Leave me here. Senpai! I'll use a mystic code to heal him. Emergency heal! Emergency heal!
I mean, his whole arm is off.
Yeah, I know. Holmes, why did you stop her? Please stay still so Senpai can... Oh. Don't, please. Save as much of your magical energy as you can. Gram most certainly lives up to its reputation, but as you can see, my heart and brain are fine. That's all that matters, I suppose. I may be badly injured, but my spirit core is intact. I'm still a heroic spirit, remember? It will take a deal more than that to finish me.
Phew. Whoa, Kyo. I can't very well fail to do my part after your rousing speech, Miss Curlight. Never mind me, you need to go after him. Remember, he said he was going to take something that lies inside the shadow border. That must be why he attacked us. Whatever it is he's after, we cannot let him have it. Elementary, my dear Miss Curlight.
Oh no.
Oh no! This light. This is your noble phantasm.
Yeah, you can just do that.
Okay. Precisely. As you are aware, it should provide both you and Miss Jacqueline with a significant boost in strength. Alright. It may not be quite at full capacity, but it should still be rather potent for anyone attempting to fight in a desperate situation such as yourselves. In my estimation, Sigurd appears to be a frightfully unnatural being. Unnatural? I'm certain he isn't yet fully acclimated. There's a chance you may still be able to defeat him. Acclimated? What do you mean? Please, Holmes, just be straight with us for once. Yeah! I'm sorry, it's rather hard to explain while I'm sober. You're also, like, bleeding out. I'm afraid I'm having difficulty putting my thoughts in order. Cough. Holmes! Da Vinci, get out of here. Like, no, get here and, like, save Holmes. Vital signs confirmed. He's lost a lot of magical energy, but aside from that, it's just like he said. His spirit core is still intact, senpai. Come on, we've got to stop Sigurd. Okay, but maybe bring him to safety. Munier, where are you? Hello. Come on. Right. I must have passed out.
I'm not surprised. You only passed out.
Good, they're gone. Phew. I see. So this is what a blow from a demonic sword feels like. How truly excruciating. Perhaps it is exacerbated by the fact that I've never experienced such a deep wound before. You're not really the fighting type. So this is the sort of pain you smile through, eh, Yelena? Who's that? So, you're still thinking clearly. Now I feel silly for ever worrying about you. Just sit tight, Holmes. Someone will come by to help you out just as soon as I finish evacuating everyone from the rear hatch. We might not be able to use the border's facilities right now, but we should be able to replenish your magical energy. Just hang in there a little longer. At least we know from your battle that this hostile servant isn't here to destroy the border. If we're lucky, he'll leave it mostly intact, so just hold it tight for a bit, okay? Understood. That said, I'm afraid mental fortitude can only do so much here. To be honest, I'm in real danger of disappearing. I'm afraid he inscribed a death rune. What? A death rune into me, you see? One wrong move and that will be it for me. Wow, okay. A death rune? But there aren't any runes that can kill a heroic spirit. No, wait, I forgot about the primordial runes. The ones Odin created that served as a magecraft foundation in the Age of Gods. Then, you mean... I do indeed. You saw our battle for yourself. Sigurd learned a number of runes from the Allfather's daughter. He must have inscribed it the moment he cut off my right arm. It would seem he truly has it out for me. That was fast, I guess. Exhale. So I'm afraid if I push myself too hard, my spirit core will fail. Happily, I can at least speak as long as I remain still, though the pain is still quite exquisite. Gosh, then you really are just hanging by a thread. Okay, wait a second, I'll be right there. Yeah, Da Vinci, please help him. Right. There's so much I need to tell you, but, I'm afraid I keep slipping in and out of consciousness. Oh my god.
You look like Holmes, like, jeez.
I'm finding it difficult to concentrate, and, for some reason my thoughts keep turning to the past. Holmes! Yeah, don't turn to the past just yet. Da Vinci, would you give Mr. Gordolf a message for me? Tell him to stay put no matter what is taken. I'm certain Sigurd has no personal interest in humans or heroic spirits. After all, he's...
He's what? Boy.
I mean, they always do this. Damn it. Okay. We are probably fighting Sigurd again.
Well, it looks like a saber, and unless if those giant things are sabers, I feel like that may be a good deduction.
Yes. Okay, so probably Waver. It's better. Alright, let's go again. I've caught up to the target. Wait, is he in the shadow border? Like,
I think so.
Oh, he's still somewhere inside the border. He appears to be headed for the cockpit. Holmes's noble phantasm is still active. This is our chance to take Sigurd down. Let's do it. Right. Huh? There's nobody here. No signs of struggle either. What in the... It looks like the side hatch is open. They must be on the deck. You sure about this, old man? If you give him that, we'll be... Stop that! Shut your mouth before he kills us all! We don't have any other choice, trust me! Here, this is the paper moon you said you were looking for. Go on, take it!
Oh.
Normally we'd keep it hidden, but you're so strong that I decided to give it to you as a reward. I'm surprised. You humans are seldom so intelligent. Still, I didn't think you'd give up so easily. I heard this thing was your lifeline. It may be our lifeline, but you are the threat to our actual lives. That thing certainly won't help fill our bellies.
Nope.
Then now go on. You got what you came for, didn't you? You don't have any further business with us, right? Right? Without the paper moon, we're just helpless drifters. At this point, it's only a matter of time until we die on our own. There's no reason for you to sully your hands with the blood of insignificant specks like us, is there? So why not just be on your way then? Oh my god, he's shaking so much.
Yeah.
You got a point. The sword wasn't made for cutting up useless meat.
I kind of feel bad for, Gordo.
Yeah. Yes, I made it out alive again! Hold it right there! I don't think so. Okay. Right, you need to give us back that compass right now, Sigurd. No! Things were going so well. Have you gone mad picking a fight with the scary knife guy? Oh? The human and the hybrid, huh? Do you still not see how outclassed you are? Ah, I see. So you got a little boost from the heroic spirit who doesn't know when he's beaten. Fine. I suppose you're worth killing. You two obviously don't know when to quit either. Alright, it wouldn't hurt to put this body through its paces a little more anyway. Oh, this body. Give me your best shot. I'll humor you and take this at least halfway seriously. You better believe we will. We're not backing down until you leave our ship one way or another. Heh. Now you're telling me to leave? Wait, now you're telling me to leave. Yeah, okay. Alright then. Tell me your names. I hear that's what human heroes are supposed to do. I'm Ash Kirlight. And I'm Jacqueline. Yeah. Got it. I'll probably forget them shortly. Well, that's not nice. Fine with us. Come on, Master. Let's get our paper moon back from Sigurd. Conceit, overconfidence, arrogance, pride. You humans never change. Heh. You're just like the gods. Gods? Call us whatever you want. You may even be right. But be that as it may, neither Senpai nor I will back down. This time, we've got Holmes cheering us on. Yeah! I think he was cheering us on before, too. Sigurd, if anyone's going to back down here, it will be you!
It will be you!
Okay!
Give us back our compass, please!
Alright then. Why does he have so much health? Oh, nice. I wonder if I should have saved Mash's NP.
I mean, I guess it doesn't really hurt. Maybe?
We'll see.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Okay.
Oh, heal sure did a lot.
Good thing you can get his MP easily.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, waiver helps too, but
yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is why I brought him along.
That was
yeah. So let's see if he just, you know, I just want to see if he stops after this. Not actually sure why I put this second, whatever. There we go.
alright. That was good.
Kuh. Here he comes. Guh. Ha! Using a command spell. Yeah. Let's go. Okay. Ha! I'm not good at these. There! I got him! Gasp, gasp, gasp. Phew! That blow had all of our magical energy behind it, both mine and Senpai's, and thanks to Holmes' help, I'm sure it was very powerful. It may not have been true Baritsu, but I'm certain you felt it anyway. Your spirit core should be damaged in several places now. ... Please leave, Sigurd. My spirit core, huh? What about it? What about it?
Okay.
Oh, Mash, I can't see where he... Oh boy, Mash, save me, please. Ah! Ah! Senpai! My exoskeleton's drive is failing. I only got a little magical energy left. Kuh! No, not yet. I can't afford to fall yet. Senpai! Senpai! Oh no, Mash! No!
I feel like we're gonna die.
Run over to her. Yeah, run over to her. Gouda, let's go. Stop, don't move. Or not. So, what was that just now? Something only a hybrid could do? I was pretty surprised to hear you put all your magical energy into that attack. Never thought I'd see a hunter be so chatty before they were about to take down their quarry. No, that's not right. You're not hunters or heroes. You're probably not warriors either. Senpai! Come on, move, Ortonax, please! You poor pathetic children. This is an act of mercy. Rejoice, I will behead you with the sword of your own beloved hero. Pitiful humans, neither you nor the world have any future to look forward to. No, stop! Senpai, please! Use another command spell on me! Senpai! Don't bother, you'll be dead long before you get the chance to summon your magical energy.
Farewell. Refuse to look away. Close eyes and use a command spell. Let's refuse to look away. I don't know if that makes a difference or not. His sword swung through the air, slicing even the wind. ... There was no blood. There was no spray from the neck, no gruesome sounds of meat being cleaved from bone. Jacqueline's head remained attached to her shoulders. She was still alive. Well, way to go, me! If the tip of Sigurd's demonic sword had come even a hair's breadth closer, Jacqueline's life would have ended.
Okay.
But that didn't happen.
Oh.
The red blade stopped dead in its tracks, right before reaching its mark.
His eyes.
His sword stopped mid-swing. Master!
Oh.
I guess this is what they call a hero's pride. You got lucky, child. We're spared. Master! Please don't move. I'm afraid his kick injured me pretty badly. So, please, just stay still for now. Senpai, you looks like... Yeah. Oh, MASH! Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't look okay.
I feel like we're all just going down like flies.
Yeah. Alright. Maybe we can finish it with section 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think that might be about it for today. But
Yeah, we streamed for a while. 3.5 hours, that's alright. Alright, oh wow, this castle is fancy.
Yeah, it really is. Ooh. It's
Ooh.
kind of nice.
Yeah. I'm back, Ophelia. That was fast. Did you retrieve the Paper Moon Void Reality Observation device that once belonged to the Atlas Institute as I instructed? You'd better not have broken it, did you? Don't ask me. I can't get used to these man-made toys for the life of me. You want your little golden treasure so badly? Take a look for yourself. Good. This is definitely the real thing. Why don't you hang on to it for me? Don't let anyone else have it, no matter what. After all, you're the strongest being in all of Scandinavia, with the exception of Her Majesty. I'm sure. So, now that I've fulfilled my duties as a servant, do I get some kind of reward? How about it, Master Ophelia oh, jeez. Oh no! Solon. Well done, Saber, my most powerful knight. I have no other work for you for the time being. Feel free to rest up and relax for a while. How does that sound as a reward? That works. And may I say something? Sure. Would you mind not staring at me with those red eyes?
Kind of scary.
Yeah. Huh. You're a funny one. Do you think you've got room to talk when it comes to unusual eyes, Ophelia? ... Never mind about me. We have the Paper Moon. Right now, that's all that matters. The all-terrain void transporter Shadow Border. It may be the only one of its kind in existence, able to do the impossible, but without the Paper Moon serving as its eyes, it's useless. I commend Chaldea for destroying the Russian Lost Belt, but without the Shadow Border, they can go no further. This is where their journey ends. Now there is effectively no one left who will interfere with Lord Kristeria. Now all that remains is... Heh. I'm so glad to see you in such high spirits, Ophelia. Are these high spirits born of true romance or mere puppy love? Even after thousands of years of attempting to do so, I cannot quite grasp the concept of love, though I know you humans speak of it often. Tell me, what does it taste like? Is it sweet, perhaps spicy, even fiery? Your Majesty, I never took you for one to smile upon gaining a new toy. I see that even you have a soft side. Now, what of this tree of emptiness, I believe you called it? How is that faring? It's coming along well. Even now, it continues to grow larger in its garden, away from any who might observe or interfere. Since there is no opposing faction in this Scandinavian Lost Belt, there should be nothing to interfere with its growth.
You mean us? Let's see. Faction? I must confess I am unfamiliar with that word. I suppose we do hear the occasional lone wolf howl, but that is of no consequence. If anything, it helps to pass the time. Still, I suppose if they were to form a pack, that could be somewhat troublesome. Don't you agree, Ophelia? Yes, I do. My world, my Scandinavia, is a land where peace reigns far and wide. There has never been conflict among its people, not once. The wild beasts do devour their prey, of course, but that is as far as it goes. Pointless conflict is a foreign concept to man and beast alike, as is resentment. The worst that ever happens is a single wolf's howling, don't you think? I do. Under your rule, this world of Scandinavia has become one of the great embodiments of peace. Hehe. The way you say that, Ophelia, it sounds as though there are other worlds that have achieved similar peace. How adorable. Surely you jest. This lost belt's stability is of vital importance, Your Majesty. It is the key to growing our tree. All you need to do is continue ruling as you always have. You truly are a selfless young woman, aren't you, Ophelia? Femme Solon. I suppose I should commend you for your diligence, but it takes more than that to be a queen. Do you understand me, Ophelia? If not, I suggest you learn. With all due respect, Your Majesty, I am no queen. Haha. Why did you take it? My land has no place for avarice. If you would protect and obey me as your queen, you would do well to remember that. I believe you called it a compass? I see. So the hospitality of my ice castle is not enough for you. Surely you haven't forgotten? Every bit of snow and ice blanketing this world is part of me. Okay. As I preside over all that is pure white, nothing can elude me. I know and see all that takes place within my land. I can hear it too, the breath of all living creatures, their cries, their fluttering. I can hear the howl of the wind and symphony of leaves overlapping, and of course the words of humans. That goes for the crew of this shadow border as well. As I speak, they are erecting a bounded field to keep the giants away.
Oh, okay.
How touching, how pitiful. I see they too are humans. They guard their lives closely so that they may grow and survive. Saber, didn't I tell you that you were free to kill everyone there except Mash? I can't tell you humans apart. Why, you... Heh. How delightful, hehehe. You certainly are blunt dragon slayer. Nonetheless, Ophelia, it seems you still fail to understand my methods. Why kill them? With all due respect, Your Majesty, because the Chaldeans who live on the shadow border are our enemies. Our enemies, If you want me to kill them all right now, I'll go take care of it. Don't. I don't want you killing Mashkirlite. Interesting. I don't believe I've ever seen that look on your face, Ophelia. You never so much as batted an eye when it came to that archer, but now I could have sworn I saw a look of genuine concern on your face. Interesting. I take it this Kirielite person means something to you then? Well, Ophelia Solon. I hate saying this last name of hers.
I feel like she keeps on saying it,
Yeah.
like on purpose.
Forgive me, Your Majesty. I cannot answer that question. Hehe. You truly are adorable, Ophelia. Very well, I shall forgive you this once. As for you, Knight, do not kill them. I forbid it. My snow and ice is an expression of my love, not of death. I will not tolerate anyone staining its pure white with crimson. I wonder about the flames, then. Those don't have snow. Is that clear? Love is a wonderful thing. If you ever come to know it yourselves, take care not to lose it. You must cradle it in your hands and hold it close, hold it tight. If you are not careful, loveless flames may throw everything out of balance. That is how it has been since the gods first came to be. Is that clear, Ophelia, Sir Knight? Yes, Your Majesty. I will not forget it.
Wow. Don't your
That
eyes...
looks like it would kind of hurt your eyes, to be honest.
Maybe it's one of those, like, ice hotels or something.
Love, huh? No, no. I won't let what happened to Karok happen to me. I will not fail. I will do everything I can to help Lord Krishtaria. I will feed on the other Lost Belts and make certain I live up to his hopes for me. Oh, youngest Valkyrie. Feed. You always get that look on your face whenever you speak of the tree, Ophelia. What? You always get that look on your face whenever you speak of the tree. Okay. Do you not like it here? Do you feel as though you don't belong? Orlinde. I don't know how to say her name. Orlinde? I don't know.
That's how I would have said it. Orlinde.
Yeah. No, I don't think that. My mother was Scandinavian, albeit in proper human history. This is my homeland of a sort. I would never hate it here. Quite the opposite. I feel as though some part deep inside of me is more at peace than it has been in a long time. Even the air tastes better here. I love this place. The Queen does keep surprising me with how generous she can be, but I don't mind that either. You love it, you say? Yes, I do. I was so glad when I found myself here after my coffin was opened. I really mean that. Which is why I'm proud it's my job as a crypter to tend to the tree. It's a crucial life form, a necessary one. Necessary. For this Kristaria man, you mean? ... For this Lost Belt. Didn't I already tell you 3 about it? Yes, you did. I've logged your current statements in my memory. I'll go ahead and link them to our shared memories now. I've received a question from Hildur. She wants to know why you always have that bitter look when you talk about the tree if you don't dislike it here. Bitter? Well, because it makes me keenly aware of how powerless I really am. Even if the tree does grow to maturity, the most I can hope to do is keep it that way. It's very unlikely this world will change unless I use my serious light. You want to change this land, Ophelia? Sometimes. You don't. We can analyze, but we can't make judgment calls. All we can do is follow the orders we're programmed with. Did you forget, Cryptor? We aren't human. We only exist to carry out our master's orders. Yes, I remember. There, again. Huh? I'm sorry. You had the same look on your face as when you discussed the tree, so I responded the same way Thrud would, now that our statements have synced up. I see. Then I'm afraid that even between the 3 of you, your analysis must be incomplete. Alright.
Alright, well that was pretty interesting
Yeah.
for beginning, and I feel like
we already went through a lot, even though...
I mean, we got attacked.
I mean, we're just on section 3, right?
But anyways, I think that we'll pretty much wrap up our live stream for today. Thanks for joining us, and we'll be continuing with more LB2
very soon.
Hopefully soon, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Like I said again, thanks for joining us, and I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are, and yeah, we'll see each other soon.
Yeah, next time. Yeah.
So, bye.
Bye.